Hello, hello. Hey, what's going on? We in this thing. Okay, I know you want to say hi real quick.
Hi.
Okay, and you say hi here. All right, let's go. Let me finish. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I am a few minutes late. I apologize, y'all. I know I'm supposed to be here at 6:00 on the dot, but I don't have anything for you. I'm not about to give any excuse. But I'm here. So we're gonna thank God for that, right? So let's get to it. We're gonna go and have our crypto one-on-one session. I said that I was gonna be back tonight, so I am here. Okay, I am definitely here, and I want to talk to the people who are curious about crypto, who are confused about cryptocurrency, who have just got into the market, and don't really understand it yet. Okay, don't really understand it yet. Hold on. This girl, stop, Laura, stop playing. Okay, that's not what we're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to just be here. Okay, not covering up cameras and stuff. See what happens when you get the little one in here. Okay, so okay, Laura. All right, I said stop. That's my last time saying it, ma'am. Okay, so let's go. Let me go ahead and do this as we're coming on. I see y'all. Thank you so very much for jumping on. Hey, I need you to do this for me. I need you to go ahead, and if you have not shared it yet, go ahead and share. Okay, if you are like Leona, I don't know you like that. All right, I just got on here. Like, let me learn a little bit about you, what you're talking about, how you teaching and everything. Then, okay, I got you. I understand. Then go ahead and repost. Okay, that's when you can repost, and it's a green arrow. Oh, not green. It's an orange background that has two arrows on there. You can go ahead and press that, and then that'll help you to repost. Okay. So if you're not ready to share yet because you want to hear a little bit about what I'm talking about, that's fine. Okay. Then hit repost, and then as you are tuning in and listening, tap the screen as well. Okay. I'm doing what I asked. What's going on? Boom. What's up? Boom. She said it too. What's going on, BK Crypto? I see you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. This conversation is definitely, like I said, Crypto One-on-One is for my people who are new to the crypto space, the people who are curious about the crypto space. Okay, if you are an experienced investor in this market, then what I'm going to ask that is if you want to add to the conversation. She did say boom. Thank you so very much for the heart, me. I appreciate you. But yeah, if you want to add to the conversation, y'all, thank you so very much for reposting BK Crypto. If you want to add to the conversation for my experienced crypto investors, what I'm going to ask you guys to do, okay, is to please make sure that however you add to it, 1 second, please. However you do decide to add to it, please make sure that when you do that, you explain it in a manner that a person who has never ever invested in a cryptocurrency market can understand. Okay, I appreciate your value and your input. I appreciate it. Thank you, Diamond Hands Dynasty, for the follow. I appreciate the input, but I'm putting it out there in the beginning. Yes, ma'am. You can tap it yourself. Do not type anything. Do you hear me? Okay, so now she wants to leave. All right, so thank you so very much for the heart. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I gave that yes, happy holidays to you and your family. All right, yes, I see you. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Before I do that, y'all remember I am not a financial advisor yet. Welcome, Lala, I see you. I'm not a financial advisor, so anything that I share tonight, y'all, is to help you, number one, to raise your awareness, and number two, to give you information so that way, if something is confusing to you, you can ask a question, get clarity, but also you can do your own research, do your own due diligence. One of the things that I value most out of anything is that people are in the position to feed themselves. One thing that one of the many things that I've gotten from mentors is that you don't want to be that person that is appearing to be the all-knowing and you have to go through me or whatever to get information and you can't get it anywhere else. That's not what we're doing here. I want you to be able to feed yourself. I want you to be able to feed your family. I want you to be able to take this information. Yes, BK Crypto. I want you to be able to take this information, apply it, and then teach it to your families. Okay? So y'all do me a favor. Go ahead and share one more time before we get started. If you have not reposted yet, you can also do that as well. I don't know what. I guess I did. Okay, I did it. All right, cool. So now, give me 1 second because I thought I did it, but I did not. There we go. Bam. Bam. I don't know why I keep doing that. It keeps saying unstable. What? Starlink. I need Elon to get it together. Get it together, Elon. But all right, so let's go. So tonight, like I said, we're going to talk about a couple of things. And one of those things is crypto wallets, because I get asked this a lot. I'm still on the questions that I get asked. Welcome, Ematic. I'm still on the questions that I get asked. I'm still talking about those things. So one of the questions I get asked is, what about these crypto wallets, Leona? Like, which one should I get? I don't know which one I should get. Y'all, I cannot tell you what to do. But what I'm going to do is share a few things. Welcome, Jamiko Law. So for all of my people who are experienced, this is going to be the time where I'm going to say, hey, which one works best for you? And then this gives everyone an option to go and research those crypto wallets, be it hot or cold, which I'm about to break down in a second. Okay. Okay, good. I see you. Hit me up. Okay. So yeah. So I want you. What's going on, Saga City? Hey, Saga City said, hey, sorry, Major, no homework tonight. But guess what? I'm sorry, Saga City. Every time it's homework. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, not sorry. But let's go. And he said, I'm tired of this homework now. I don't want to do this. I got a job. I got all the stuff I got to do. And you talking about do homework too? Welcome 4521. Welcome, Teresa. Okay. So yeah. So I get questions about crypto wallets. Which one should I use? Which one is the best for a beginner? Welcome, Claude. I can't tell you that. Okay. I can tell you what works for me. All right. But I can also give you some reasoning behind why I use what I use. And then if the experienced crypto investors here on YT or on TT want to share that, then by all means, y'all can share, what you use and why you use it. Okay. What's going on? Go DJ Unstoppable. What's up? Okay. And then also we're going to talk about what we can actually do with crypto. Okay. Because again, this is a thing. What I don't understand, like, it's digital. So how in the world can I use that? I mean, I can't hold it in my hand. We're going to go through that tonight. Okay. Hopefully we're able to go through all of those things tonight. Thank you so very much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Okay. So let's go. For my people who are new, welcome, Heavenly Lois. Right. For my people who are new to me, my name is Leona Clark. I currently reside in the state of Louisiana. I am a military vet. Okay, he says invisible money. There you go. Yeah, it's invisible money. We're going to get to it. Thank you so very much for the heart, me. I appreciate you, Charity. So for my people who are new to me, I'm a retired Army veteran, so I was in the Army for 20 years, active duty. That is how I met my wonderful husband, who you may see commenting on here. I don't know if he is still on or not, but you may see him commenting on here. Thank you for the follow, A. And then also my daughter, who some of y'all heard here just a minute ago, but now she done dipped out and left She was in here, but now she's gone. So yeah, that's who you'll be able to hear as well. And in that time while I was in the Army, welcome Lucy, welcome Blueprint. In that time, yes, I did, husband. Yes, I did. So in that time while I was in the Army, we were both introduced to cryptocurrency. This is back in like 2016, 2017. We were told we should trade crypto. Yeah, without any real deal guidance. He said that's tax heavy when you try to use it. Oh, you said that's tax heavy when you try to use it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Crypto is a little bit different, but we'll get to that because we ain't talked about taxes yet. But that is coming because that is one of the questions that I got. Okay, how can I avoid getting taxed with crypto? And I got a whole spiel on that. So that's gonna be one of the crypto 101s coming up. Might not be, I don't know if it's next week or to be the first week of January, but I'm definitely touching on it. Welcome, Christopher. Okay, so like I said, we were introduced to crypto in 2016, 2017. We were told we should be trading it. And I attempted, y'all, but I was just like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Laura's on my phone, my other phone, sending me TikToks and stuff. Thank you, baby. Welcome, Miss Yvonne. Okay. So yeah. So with that being said, I got you. So with that being said, fast forward to 2020 is when I was in the position to actually learn about cryptocurrency. And so that is when I started taking it serious in 2020. So today in 2025, I share what I share because I have made mistakes, because I was introduced to things in a manner that not necessarily was harmful, but it wasn't as helpful. Okay. So I want to be in the position to help people to navigate this space better than I was able to navigate it when I first started. Welcome, Deuce Trey. Okay. So if you have ever felt overwhelmed by cryptocurrency, getting into this market, especially with these wallets that we're about to talk about, this live is definitely for you. Welcome, Tadrick. Okay. If you're like, I don't understand, like, what is the purpose of a wallet? Why do I need one? Which one do I need to get? Because I'm new. How do I use it? How do I transfer? We're about to start talking about those things tonight. Okay. We're not rushing into anything, y'all. Okay. So if we finish it all tonight, great. If we don't, we'll touch back on the remainder of the lesson Friday, and then we'll go into some other stuff. Welcome, user 506. Okay. So we're not rushing into anything. We're not going to buy anything. When we have this homework that's coming up, welcome, RJ. When we have this homework that's coming up, you're not going to be challenged to buy anything off the bat, okay? I just want you to take your time and learn. And I really want to be clear on this, y'all. We're not trying to be experts tonight. Do you hear me, YT? Do you hear me, TT? Our focus is not being experts. We're here being students, Patrick. Welcome. Okay? That's what we're doing tonight. Okay? So again, this is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Welcome, Cowboy Kevin. This is not financial advice. My goal isn't to tell you what to buy, what wallet to get. None of that. It's just to help you understand how decisions work so you can make your own choices more intentionally in this market. Okay? And you can go on and feed yourself and your family and not have to rely on any person to give you the answers to the test. Okay? So type the word wallet. Welcome, Janine. Type the word wallet in the chat. If when you first heard about crypto wallets, welcome, hello. When you first heard about crypto wallets, you was like, what the heck is that? Like, you were confused, you felt lost. Type the word wallet in the chat. If when you first heard you need a crypto wallet, you was like, what is that? I don't understand. Welcome. Okay, that name went fast. I was about to say it and it just went. Type the word wallet in the chat if you're sitting here like, when I first heard about, welcome these. When I first heard the word wallet or crypto wallets, I didn't know what the heck this was. I was so confused. I was so lost. Welcome, Maria. And that's for y'all too, YT. Okay, that's for y'all as well. All right, welcome, stay in humble. I see you. All right, so here's the thing. Most people think, welcome, Jose, welcome, Jan. Most people think crypto mistakes happen because of price. When let's say like they weren't able to time it at the top, like to know when to sell, to time it at the bottom, to know when to buy, right? That's what people think, right? But in actuality, in all honesty, y'all, most mistakes happen because people feel rushed, they feel confused, or they feel unsafe. Okay, that's a knowledge problem, y'all. Okay, that's I'm not gonna say that. That's not a knowledge problem. That's like a behavior problem. Okay, so what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna move through that nice, easy. Welcome, baby rail. Okay, we're gonna walk through this nice, easy. Okay, we're not gonna rush it. We're gonna take our time, and if y'all have any questions, by all means, go ahead and type it in the chat. Okay, so let's talk about these crypto wallets. I'm not gonna do this whole tech talk and everything. Welcome, Danny. Welcome, Darla. I'm not gonna do all of that. What I'm gonna do is go through this nice and slow. Okay, so for my people who are like, crypto wallets, all it does is hold your cryptocurrency and whatnot. They hold your keys. Okay, they hold your keys. That is your access to get into your money. Welcome, KT Greens. That is your access to get access to your money, to send it. Okay, if you want to send a large amount, if you want to do anything, this is your access. Welcome, Ronald. Okay, that's what we're talking about when we talk about wallets. Okay, so there are different types of wallets, but what I want to do is just give you a visual, something that you can relate to. All right, welcome, Jonathan. So I want you to think about like what happens when you lose the keys to your house. Type it in the chat. What happens when you lose the keys to your house? Say, I'm interested, been studying this for a while. Okay, good. That's good. Welcome, KT Greens. I see you. All right. So let's run it. What happens when you lose the keys to your house? Type it in the chat. Y'all, there's no right or wrong answer here. Okay? Anytime I ask a question, it's just to see what your answer is. So what happens when you lose the keys to your house? Come on, YT. Y'all quiet on YT. Welcome, Tamika. Okay, you locked out. All right. Anyone have anything else? You locked out. What happens when you lose the keys to your house? Welcome, Chris. So I know it's a bit of a lag. Welcome, Abby. I know it's a bit of a lag and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to give a second so I can catch up. And then you got to type too. Welcome, CD. You know, you got to try to find a way to get in. Right. So you're locked out and now you have to try to find a way to get in. Say you would sleep outside for a night. I mean, if you can't get in, you got to figure it out. Go to somebody's house, sleep in the car, whatever it is, right? Welcome, Marzo. Welcome, Dale. Okay. So if you lose your keys to your house, you're going to be locked out. You got to try to find a way to get in. If you can't figure out how to get in, you're going to have to find somewhere to sleep, right? Okay. But if you lose your keys to your house, right? Guess what you can do? Welcome, Sunny. Guess what you can do? You can actually call a locksmith. Welcome, D Nice. You can call a locksmith, right? Okay. Well, losing your keys to your wallets, your crypto wallets, whether it's hot, welcome, Funny Ralph, whether it's a hot wallet, I'm gonna get into it in a second, or whether it's a cold wallet, I'm gonna get into that in a second. It's like losing keys to your house, right? You're locked out. Your assets are located inside that hot and that cold wallet. Okay. And you don't have the ability to get access to them because you don't have the what? Keys. Welcome to Peaceful Rule. Okay. Welcome, Ernisa. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you. Where you been? Where you been? What's going on, Dad? Supported dads. I see you. Okay. So, however, though, there is a very noticeable difference between the two. And that's what we're going to get into. Welcome, Christopher. Welcome, Jam. Okay. That's what we're going to get into. With that house, like I said, you can call a what? Locksmith. Okay. But the unfortunate thing is you cannot. Welcome, Tony Montana. Welcome, Miss Pat. But unfortunately, you cannot create new private keys. I got you. Ernisa said, government employee. I've been living a reckless life. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. So I feel you. Okay. Got to do what you got to do. Okay. So you can change the locks. You can call a locksmith on the phone and change the locks to your house, right? But you cannot call up Ledger and say, hey, can you create me some new private keys because I lost the keys to my cold wallet? That's not going to work. You lose them keys, baby, your money is gone. Okay? And this is why we need to have those conversations. This is not to put fear into anyone. It's to help us be aware so we are responsible when we come in this market. So we know, Darren, that we're going to be holders of cryptocurrency, whether you're buying Bitcoin, whether you're buying Ethereum, whether you're buying XRP, because I already know y'all going to come attack me if I don't say XRP, whether you're buying whatever cryptocurrency, okay? It doesn't matter. If you do not take responsibility for how you're going to store it, that is where there's going to be a problem for you. Okay? So we want to be honest with ourselves. And I'm going to ask y'all a real question. And if y'all feel comfortable answering, go ahead and answer YT and on TT. Okay? Does hearing that if you lose your keys, you lose your money, right? Does hearing that make you curious or anxious? Which one? Or whatever you feel. Like, what did you feel when you heard that? Type that in the chat for me. What did you feel when you heard, if I lose the keys to my wallet, specifically like my cold wallet, right? If I lose the keys to my cold wallet, my money is gone. Like, what is the thought that comes to your mind? Okay, Miss Ernesta said curious. Okay, cool. Welcome, El Bella. Okay, gotcha. Anybody else want to share? What thought came to your mind? What word came to your mind when I said, if you lose your keys to your wallet, specifically your cold wallet, you lose your crypto, you lose your money? What thought came to your mind? Marzel said scared. Okay? And those two are natural. I don't want you to feel like you're wrong if you are curious, if you're scared, if you're super anxious. Well, right? Welcome, Seagrams. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to talk about which ones are out here available to us and which ones we feel comfortable with using. Welcome, Julia. Okay? So there are multiple types of wallets. There are public wallets. These public wallets, or public keys, I should say, public keys are the ones that are with our exchanges. So give you an example. If you were to say, hey, I keep hearing about Coinbase. I have not invested in the cryptocurrency market yet. I want to invest in the cryptocurrency market, Wealthy VIP. So I'm considering using Coinbase. Coinbase is going to hold their cryptocurrency in their own wallet, right? They have their own wallet. But this is a public platform. This is a centralized company. So that means it requires you to give them certain data to create an account. Okay? So if you buy, let's say, Bitcoin, because a lot of us heard of Bitcoin before we heard of any other cryptocurrency, okay? Not to slight my XRP people. Don't come for me. Welcome, John. Okay? So welcome to Guy George. So if you buy your Bitcoin on Coinbase and you leave it there, you, ladies and gentlemen, do not have access to their keys. Meaning, if you don't have access to their keys, you technically do not own that crypto. You do not own that Bitcoin. Does everybody understand that so far? Before I go into hot and cold wallets, give me a thumbs up emoji if you understand that so far. And say, all you're saying is true. Okay, cool. Cool. So do you think all of 2026 will be a bear market? Depends on how the rest of this month go. Okay. Not your keys, not your crypto. There you go, money. Right. Good. Okay. So yeah. So now we know that. So if I buy some Bitcoin today on Coinbase and I leave it on Coinbase, technically they own it. I just purchased it, but they own it. Now, this is where those hot and those cold wallets come into play. Okay? This is where those hot and cold wallets come into play. All right? Because there's a difference between the two. Papi Chulo, I would love to answer you, but I'm really teaching on something specific right now. I'm not talking about bear and bull markets right now. We're on helping people to identify and understand what hot and cold wallets may work for them. So we'll get to that. But at this moment, that's not where we're at. But I appreciate you. Okay. Okay. So there are different types of wallets that we can get. Okay. And what we ain't about to do, I'm about to put you on in Block City. You know what? As a matter of fact, we're not even going to go back and forth. How about this? There you go. Okay. So yeah, so there are different types of wallets out there, okay, for us to choose from. So there are hot wallets and there are cold wallets. If you have never heard of these terms before, I'm asking you right now to write them down because we are students. So anytime we come on this live with me, with Leona, we're learning something. Leona does a lot of reading, okay? I figure out the time to read. I'm a student, just like everybody else, okay? So I'm asking you now to write down, there's two types of wallets that we as retail investors can use, hot wallets and cold wallets. And I'm going to give you the difference between the two in a second, okay? Hot wallets are going to be first, all right? So hot wallets for us are the apps on our phone, on our laptops. So let's say you have a banking app, which most people who have a bank account, they have their banking app. Okay. So with that being said, more than likely, if you want to use a hot wallet, you're going to have some type of app on your phone so you can get access to it easily. Okay. So hot wallets are on exchange, but you got keys to it. Yes. Okay. So that's one part. It's an app on your phone. Okay. Within this hot wallet, like Money just stated, you now receive something called seed phrases or private keys. Whichever term you want to use, they both mean the same thing. Seed phrases, private keys. So if you hear the words or the term seed phrases, all they're saying is within those seed phrases, there's normally like 12 different phrases or words that's going to populate when you go on there to write them down. Y'all, you have to write down your seed phrases because this is how you're able to get into your account, your wallet, if something happens. Like let's say you get a new laptop and we're strictly on hot wallet right now. Okay, we're going to get to cold in a second. So let's say you get a new laptop and you want to download the app onto your new laptop. Well, guess what? You're going to need a password. So hopefully you remember your password. Okay. If you forget your password, welcome solution, then you can use your seed phrases or your private keys. If you did not write them down, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You're out of luck until you remember your password. Welcome, Red. Okay. Here's the difference between traditional finance and decentralized. Okay. In the crypto space, traditional, there's these buffers and these catches. Like if you forget your thank you so very much for the heart, me, I appreciate you. If you forget your password, they give you the option to, forget your password, reset your password here. Baby, you don't get that in crypto. All sales are final over here. Okay. So once you create that password, guess what? You better remember that password because there's no resetting the password without your private keys, without your seed phrases. So let's just say you do get into it. You create a hot wallet. You get a hot wallet. We'll go into a few of them here in a second. So that way you can research them if you want to decide to, get a hot wallet first, right? The thing you're going to do is you're going to create a password when you download the app on laptop or if you do it on your phone. Now, I'm not the one to tell you don't do these things, but I would just say there are higher risks. Welcome, Wayne Lin, right? There are higher risks when you are using these apps on your phone because we travel a lot, right? And so hackers are waiting in the wind for us to lower our guard and lower our security. Okay? Again, this is not to put fear in you. This is to make you aware. All right? So I would say if I was starting all over again, thank you so very much for the donor. I appreciate you. If I were starting over again, right? Welcome, Mr. Redline Guy. I would stick to just using the hot wallet on my laptop because I use the VPN. Even when I'm at home, my VPN is on right now. Okay. I have Norton. So before anybody asks me which one you use, I have Norton. Okay. So there's that answer. All right. But I would say research and see what works best for you. Welcome, Zoe. Okay. So with that being said, now we have the option to download it either on our phone or on our laptop. You choose. Again, yes, ma'am. VPN with Norton. Absolutely. Okay. So you choose which route you want to take. Okay. Welcome, Funnel Time. Now, here's the thing. Once you download it, either on your phone or on your laptop, okay. Welcome, Chris. The next thing you're going to do is create a password. Y'all, I am a stickler, and I thank you, God, for the gentleman that taught me this when I really got into investing in cryptocurrency. Curtis Cobain was big on security. He's the one that told me and others that we should have a secure email address. So he told us about one, you can research and see what works for you if you want to switch. But he told us about Proton Mail, Proton Mail, MAIL. Welcome, Keisha. Okay. Now, you don't have to do this. But what I would say is if you are saying, hey, look, I already have, welcome, Nick. I already have a email where my bank information goes to, right? Please, y'all, if you don't want to switch, make sure you only have one email address that has all your money information going to it. What that means for the person who needs it broken down, don't have one bank, the information is going to your Gmail, and then another bank, your information going to Yahoo, and then another bank, your information going to Outlook. Y'all, that is a recipe for disaster. Please switch it immediately and have all of your money information going to one email address, especially if you're saying, hey, I don't want to switch to Proton Mail. Okay, welcome, investing. I didn't see it. Welcome, Boss Hog. It went away. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? Give me a thumbs up emoji if that makes sense. Okay. Thumbs up emoji if that makes sense. I see you, Jim. Welcome, John. Okay. So before you create your password, I want you to make sure that you have a secure email set up, or you have already switched all of your money information to one specific email address. Okay. And when you do this, y'all, if you know that you have not changed your password in the last 6 months, baby, I need you to go do that tonight. Do you hear me? It's Christmas time. People are looking for ways to get money that they ain't have to put work in for. Okay. So if they can get into your email, they can get into your bank account, they're going to find a way. These hackers are very talented. All right. We need to make it hard for them, so that way they go on to what would be deemed as software targets. Okay. So if you know you have not changed your password in, let's say, the last 6 months, you need to change it tonight and at least make it 12 characters. So 12 to 24 characters. And y'all don't have it like 1212 333 and then some other stuff. No, make it hard. Seriously, make it hard. Thank you so very much for sharing the live. Make it hard for them. Okay? Don't be an easy target. Don't be a soft target. We're going to make it hard for them. Because if they get any of our information, it's because they had to put in some work. Okay? Welcome, Hollywood. All right? So once you do that, then you're going to create the password. Okay? You're going to create your password. And then, of course, you're going to go look immediately for your seed phrases. they will be located depending in a different spot depending on the hot wallet you use. So if a person asks me, well, Leona, where's the seed phrases or the private keys? Welcome, Yusuf. Where's the seed phrases or private keys for let's say Coinbase wallet, right? I don't remember where that's at because I ain't used a Coinbase wallet in like what 2-3 years. I have one, but I don't remember where it's at. Truth be told, once I took my money out of there, I was like, hey, I'm good. I'm not using it anymore. I have nothing in there. That's a hot wallet, right? Now, if you were to ask me, hey, Leona, where is it at on the Exodus hot wallet? I got you. Okay? If you ask me where it's at on, let's say I have a Tron wallet, I can go to my Tron wallet and then I can look and see. Now, I don't remember where it's at, but I have one, you know what I'm saying? So I can go look. Got it? But there are different locations for whichever wallet you're using. So this is why it is important for us to, before we go and just put money into anything, we need to get familiar with the platform. Okay? So I said that when it came to us researching those crypto exchanges that we talked about last week, right? Before you put money in there, the homework assignment was go play around, press buttons, and see which one is easy for you to navigate. If it's too complicated for you, maybe that's not the crypto exchange for you. So I definitely don't remember mine or know where my Coinbase, but I guess I got it right. If you don't use it, ask me about some Coinbase wallet. Man, I know I got it, but I don't know where the keys are, like where it's at. I got rid of that 3 years ago. Shoot. You know, ask me something I use today. I got you. Okay? But that's it. We want to move, like, you know, just play around with these things to figure out what works for us, because the last thing you want is to feel overwhelmed and then you just throw up your hands and say it's too much. Welcome, T. Jones. It's too complicated. And that's what I hear a bunch of people say. When I ask questions about crypto, like, you know, why you said that you didn't invest in it, like, do you mind telling me why you didn't invest in it, or why you haven't invested in it, or why you won't invest in it? And this is not to convince anybody. It's just the curiosity in me. I'm curious. I want to know. Welcome, Charlie. So I asked the question. And then those are the answers I get. It's just too complicated. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get digital money. What is that supposed to mean? How do I make money with something that's digital? I can't touch it. What's this thing about these wallets? Like, why do I have to have that? All of these questions, right? So before you go put any crypto onto any wallet, hot or cold, we're going to get to cold in a second. Hot or cold, welcome, Seven Charles. Okay? I want you to research these and then just create an account and see which one is user-friendly, beginner-friendly, that's least complicated. Okay, welcome, Bilal. Where it's easy for you to find your seed phrases. Where it's easy to press the buttons and do the transactions. You're not doing it yet, but you just want to press it and say, oh, okay, yeah, that's easy. I could do that, right? That's going to be the goal, y'all. Okay? So, welcome, Mitch. For my experienced crypto investors out there, I'm going to give y'all a chance. Okay? If y'all want to share the crypto hot wallets that you have used, that you found. Welcome, Hanukkah. Ooh, child. I was about to butcher your name. I had to stop myself. I'm so sorry, but welcome. It started with an H. I ain't want to butcher it, okay? I had to catch myself like, Don't tear their name up, Leona. Okay, this is being recorded on YT right now. But yeah, so for my people who are experienced in the crypto market, what I'm going to ask is that whichever hot wallet you have used that you have found is very easy for you, right? Type that in the chat. We're not telling anyone that this is the one you need to use. What we're saying is this is the one I use, Ricky Zoe. Okay? This is the one I use. And it's friendly, it's easy to navigate for me. So if you want to check it out, you can go research it, the GOAT 22. Okay, there we go. So Charity put Exodus wallet. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that. So that way, for my people who are curious about crypto, meaning you haven't put a dime into the market yet, if you are new, you don't put some money in there, but you like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Welcome to Kendrick. I'm clueless as to what I'm doing. I got some money in there, but I don't know what it's doing, where it's at, or nothing. This is for you. Exodus wallet is one. Anybody else that is more experienced that has been investing in this market, which one would you say for you that has been an easy to navigate hot wallet? Type it in the chat before I say anything else. Before I give any. I see you, S with the heart hand, the hand heart. Welcome. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all. Also, Arnisa said, okay, got you. I'm gonna give y'all a second before I say anything. Now, don't come in here talking about some, did you say this? Did you say that? And I don't give y'all a chance, okay? Okay, so I use Exodus, but my boyfriend uses Decent and Exodus. Okay, I do not know anyone that uses Decent. Not a one. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the one. So that's one that I'm gonna have to look up because I don't know anybody that uses that one. Welcome, Mo. So I'm gonna give y'all a few other ones. This is for y'all on YT and TT. Okay. I know I'm showing TT a lot of love, but YT, y'all been very quiet. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna look down here. Okay. I got you. Okay. So a few others that I would say Exodus has been my number one forever. All right. I do have a Coinbase wallet. I just didn't want to be attached to Coinbase. It was a mental thing for me. Okay. I just still felt like, even though it's a hot wallet, I still felt like for some reason they was going to have access to my stuff. So that's the reason why I was just like, I'm out. Let me just move all of my crypto away from Coinbase, period. And that included the Coinbase wallet, right? Welcome, Diamond. Okay. This is not to say I was right or wrong. All right. It was just a mental thing for me. But Coinbase has a wallet, a hot wallet. Okay. The second one, use the 929 that you have on there. Well, both of them, you have it spelled. Yeah, you have it spelled correct. Welcome, FLY equals first. I see you. Okay. Yeah. Also, Decent has Decent Cold Wallet. Okay, we're not on Cold Wallet yet. We're on Hot Wallet. Let's stay on track. Don't get me off track, y'all, because y'all know how I can be like, shh. Okay, let's stay on track. Okay. So yeah. So Coinbase has a hot wallet. Tron has a hot wallet. Okay. MetaMask is another hot wallet. All right. MetaMask is typically used more so for people with like NFTs and Ethereum and whatnot. Like that's pretty big over there for DeFi, decentralized finance. So I have a MetaMask wallet, but again, y'all, if you ask me, where's my private keys, y'all, I gotta go and look. Okay. Because again, I have it. I put something on it, but I was just like, Exodus was easier for me. So I go with what's easier and more familiar. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what that means, AP. All right. So yeah, so I said Tron, I said MetaMask, I said Coinbase has a hot wallet. We already talked about Exodus. Shucks. There's another one that I had. Oh my gosh, I said Tron. It start with a T. When it come to me, or if somebody knows what I'm about to say, type it in the chat. But it's another one that starts with the T, and now I can't think of it. Hot wallet. Hot wallet. Welcome to Trust. Thank you. God, dog. I'm sitting here like it's there. It's there. That's it, y'all. Yes. Phantom. And I do know of two people with a Phantom wallet as well. So thank you for that one. James, I appreciate you. All right. So these are just a few hot wallets, y'all. I would say write them down. Okay. and then just go and create an account, because you can create a password. All right, when you download it, download the app on your phone or your computer. Like I said, I personally, if I had to start over again, I would have started with just only downloading my hot wallet on my laptop, because I keep my VPN on at all times. Okay. And when I travel, I don't always take my laptop either. Okay. So I'm protected. That's one layer of protection for me. All right. Welcome, Nietzsche. Okay. So those are different hot wallets. We talked about Trust Wallet. We talked about Tron Wallet. We talked about Exodus. We talked about Coinbase Wallet. Phantom was mentioned. And I'm going to put that up here so that way y'all can see how it's spelled. Okay. So that's PH for y'all on YT. That's PHANTOM. Okay. PHANTOM. All right. So now we're gonna say, yep, I use Phantom Solana. Okay, right. And user 929 said I have VPN on my phone. Yes. And that's another thing, y'all. I've also given that information to people who have been a part of my community. Like, there are a lot of different VPNs that you can download onto your phone. Y'all, it's not like it's going to cost you an arm and a leg or anything like that. I would say, especially if you know you're a person that does a lot of traveling, that is something that you're going to need. Okay. Please go ahead and do that. Okay. Zaman, thank you, Tar Heel. That's I got it. And I sit here and I didn't say it. I got it. How sad is I have that and I didn't say it. But thank you. Came in clutch and helped me out. I appreciate you. Okay. So that's another one. Zaman is spelled for YT, because y'all can't see it. It's XAMON. Okay. That's for pretty much all my XRP holders. A lot of us, and hold some of our XRP in there. If not, some people may hold all. I don't hold all of my anything in a hot wallet. That's just me though. Okay. So that's hot wallets. So what I equate a hot wallet to, me personally, what I equate a hot wallet to is like a checking account. Okay. I equate a hot wallet to a checking account. So for my people who are not in the crypto space yet, you're curious, you're on the outside looking in, like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. Welcome, Booker Eli. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm curious, right? Or you got stuck your pinky toe in, but you don't really know. Okay. So Tar Heel's putting a bunch of them up in here for y'all. Okay. Let me put this one up too. These are some other ones I do not know about, but y'all can check them out of research. Okay. Because like I said, one person is not the end all be all when it comes to crypto education. Okay. Welcome, Dawson. All right. And then I put the other one up. He has Lobster as well. Okay. So I equate a hot wallet to our checking account. Okay. The way that I use a checking account is I only have money in there that I know I'm going to spend. It's going to a specific spot every single month. Does that make sense? So my hot wallet, Pierre, is the same way. That hot wallet is not going to have a lot of money in it. So if someone did hack into my hot wallet, baby, you're going to get some change, but you're not about to get a lot. That's me though. Okay. I can't tell y'all what to do, but that's me though. Okay. Does that make sense? So I equate a hot wallet to like our checking account. It's convenient, but what I got to tell you though, is that it is a bit more temptation if you don't use it in that capacity, which is what I'm saying. So when I use it as a checking account, I know that I'm going to be moving that crypto soon. 30, 60 days, something like that. Like, I already know that crypto is about to move. Okay. I'm preparing for something. I'm either about to buy something, I'm about to do a giveaway, I'm about to do something, right? That's the only reason why that money will be sitting in that hot wallet, because it's about to be moved. Welcome, Eric. Does that make sense to everybody? Give me a thumbs up emoji if that makes sense. Give me the thumbs up emoji if that makes sense. Hot Wallet is convenient, and we're using it like a checking account. Okay. All right. There we go. So cool. Welcome. Oh, she's back. Okay, welcome back. Welcome, Willie. All right, and then I'm gonna pin this one. All right, Tahir put that one up there too. All right. So question was, is $100 considered too much to have in your hot wallet? I'm gonna say this. I can't tell you if $100 is too much to you. If you feel like if I lose $100 worth of crypto today, I will have heart palpitations, then that's too much for you to have into your hot wallet. That's how I equate it. Okay. If you say that amount is too much, if I lose it today, if I got hacked and I'm over here pulling the doggone Fred Sanford and I'm about to have a heart attack, yo, like, no, move it. Okay. Move it. And say, thank you so very much for the follow, Gian the Rios. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now we got it. Hot wallet is going to be likened to our checking account. We need to make sure that whichever ones that we saw, that we talked about, we go research them. Do not put any cryptocurrency into them right now. Okay. If you are curious or new, go create an account, press buttons on there, and then see which one is easier for you to navigate. If you don't feel stressed out or confused or frustrated, overwhelmed, then guess what? Cool. Okay. So I do marketing at Polygon Labs crypto for 7 years, unless you have a lot of crypto exchanges. Are okay. I hear what you're saying, Gian, but that's not what we teach people. Because the goal is, I would hope that everybody's goal is to be able to secure cryptocurrency to pass on to future generations. So if your goal is to pass on crypto to future generations, why would you leave it on an exchange? We want to create the habits now, despite the amount that we have. Okay? We want to create the habit now, despite the amount we have. So that is, how do I say this? What I would suggest, okay, if you know in your heart of hearts that you want to have 7 figures, meaning $1 million plus worth of digital assets for future generations, why would you create a habit of keeping your crypto on an exchange? You don't technically own that crypto if you keep it on an exchange. I said that earlier. So, as good students of this market, we are going to practice habits that are going to be helpful to us when we do achieve that financial milestone. We start those habits now. It's like a person saying, I want to see gains in the gym, you know what I'm saying? But you don't take your butt to the gym. Well, you can't see gains in the gym if you don't take your butt to the gym. So we want to pass something on in the future. We need to create that habit now. And that means do not keep any of our crypto unless the fees outweigh. Okay, now if the fees are too much, then I got it. For the amount, you got to keep it there for a temporary amount of time until the fees are not eating up the assets that you're attempting to move. That's different. Okay. So we, ladies and gentlemen, those of us that want to see our kids, grandkids, and everything, you know, every generation after us continue to eat off of this market long after we're gone, we are creating a habit today of moving our cryptocurrency from the crypto exchange we purchase it from to a hot and or cold wallet. Got it? Good. Okay. I don't know what that person was talking about. Not here to make you feel bad. Hopefully it doesn't make you feel bad, but that's not what we teach over here. Okay. So if you want to lose your money, keep your crypto digital assets on a centralized exchange. Listen, the only reason I'm saying that is because Coinbase was hacked twice. And I remember reading the article on this couple that had over $1 million worth of crypto on Coinbase and they lost their cryptocurrency. I do not recall being able to find an article saying that they were able to get their cryptocurrency back. If they did, thank God. But I personally do not recall reading an article saying that they got their money back. Okay? So there's that. So let's keep it moving. Okay, so we talked about hot wallets. So now we're going to talk about, welcome Billy. We're going to talk about cold wallets. Okay? We already covered what hot wallets are, what they look like. We already went over a whole list of different hot wallets that you all can research. And then you can create an account and just play around and figure out which one works best for you. That's easy to navigate, so on and so forth. Now we're going to go into cold wallets. Welcome, Brendan. Okay? Cold wallets are wallets that are not connected to our network. So welcome, Gifts of Emotion Inspired. Thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay. So with our cold wallets, y'all, they're not connected, meaning it's not an app on our phone. It's not an app on our laptops. Welcome, Sticks. Okay. These are things that we would eventually connect, like a thumb drive, or now they have the cards. They look like debit cards and credit cards. Thank you, Tar Heel, for the Harmony. I appreciate you. Welcome, Merla Pearl. You must be from the South with that type of username. I had to say that slow. Thank you for the follow too. Welcome, your mom. I knew it because I'm like, child, I'm trying to say that, and now, ooh, I better. What state, if you don't mind? Because when I read that, I was like, yeah, there got to be somebody from the South. Only the South going to have something, a name like that. I'm from Tennessee, so that's why I said that. Okay, Florida. All right, that's what's up. Good. Okay, well, welcome. All right. So with our cold wallets, y'all, like I said, it was my pop's name. Okay. Merla Pearl. I've never heard that name before. But all right, that is very unique. So yeah, so you can have the type with the thumb drive. So like Ledger has that. That is the main one, okay, that people talk about. From my experience, people, Tar Heel, don't beat me to it. So I'm about to pin it. So I want all my experienced people, the crypto cold wallets that you have found are very easy to navigate and transfer and exchange your crypto within, right? Type them in the chat and I'm going to say them out loud, especially for YT, because YT can't see them. I want y'all to name them, okay? I'm not going to name any others. I'm going to let y'all do it, and then whichever one y'all don't name that I know of, I'll say it, okay? So Tar Heel typed Tangem, Arculus, and Decent. Okay, welcome Loco. Welcome Ted Parks. Welcome Adriana. If y'all have any others that he has not named that you know of that is pretty easy to navigate, or you heard it was easy to navigate, then go ahead and type that in the chat. Y'all, I'm not telling you that you need to put crypto in these things. I'm going to challenge you to research these, okay? Because you have to go purchase those. It's not like the hot wallets where you can, oops, I was trying to pin it. There we go. It's not like the hot wallet, right? Where you could just go download it and everything. No, you have to actually buy these. So I need you to do your research on them. So Marzo said currently using Ledger, but getting ready to get Tangem. Yep, I'm waiting on mine to come in because I want to test out Tangem as well. Okay, so Ledger or Tangem. Okay, and that's YT, that's TANGEM. Okay, and Ledger is LEDGER. While y'all are typing these in, I have to put a disclaimer out there. Ladies and gentlemen, when you do go buy a cold wallet, please listen to me. Only buy that cold wallet from the manufacturer. Do not buy it from Amazon. Do not buy it from any other third party. Do not. For my people who are experiencing crypto, before I say it, go ahead and type it in the chat. Why we don't want to do that. Why we only want to buy our cold wallets from the direct creator of it, the manufacturer. And then Gifts of Emotion put Elapal is LLIPAL. Okay, I've heard of that one too. But like I said, I saw the Tangent wallet and I was like, I want one of them. I want one of them. So, that's for me. Tar Heel said Ledger has been hacked over 4 times, so I'll be very cautious to use it. And I heard that Ledger is supposed to be doing some type of cloud. I don't know if that is official or whatever, where they can if at your request, or which if they saying that it's at your request, they probably already doing it without your permission. But anyway, if that is the case with this whole cloud storing your cold wallet, your seed phrases, I wouldn't want that. So that's the reason why I'm wanting to test out other cold wallets, because I don't like the idea of a cloud storage having everybody's cold wallet seed phrases. Like, what the heck? Because if you get hacked, like he said, why in the world would I want you to have access to my stuff? No. So, but I saw somebody in here say Descent, which you can use your fingerprint. Okay, so I'm going to put that up here. Okay, that's a cold wallet as well. No Best Buy, no Walmart, all that. Third parties can access your crypto. Absolutely. So that's the reason why I had to make sure I said that for my people who are just joining. We're talking about crypto cold wallets. We already went over hot wallets and how we use them. And now we're going over cold wallets, what they look like, the different types. So there are some great people in here typing the different types of cold wallets they use. Okay, we do not buy our cold wallets from any other source besides the manufacturer. Okay, the person that created it, the company that created it, that is the only place we're buying it. So if you want to get a Ledger still, then you go to ledger.com. If you want to test out the Tangent wallet, you go to Tangent, I believe it's tangent.com. Okay, Trezor, same thing, Trezor. All right, if it's Descent, you know where to go. Please, y'all, only go to the manufacturer to buy your cold wallets. They have put it in here multiple times so everyone knows that you don't want to risk someone else having access to your seed phrases, because that is how you're able to transfer your money. That's like saying, hey, I want to create a bank account, or give Amazon access to my bank account. So I'm going to put my password on Amazon. Like, what? Why would I do that? Like, it doesn't make sense. What does Amazon have to do with my doggone bank account? No, the only thing you should be doing is withdrawing money when I make a purchase from Amazon. But you shouldn't have any other access to my bank account, right? It's the same thing with our cold wallets, y'all. No one should have access to your assets but you. And the way to prevent that from happening is to purchase your cold wallet directly from the manufacturer. Okay? So you do not want to buy. There we go. There you go. Okay? So I'm going to pin this because I know I said it multiple times. But for my people who are just joining, okay? Welcome, Boss Lady. For my people who are just joining, it's pinned. So that way you see what I just said. Okay? So our cold wallets, ladies and gentlemen, I equate this to like a savings account, or if you are creating, if you're creating a brokerage, like a stock brokerage, that only your family is going to have access to this for the future, right? So you're not using that today. You're building that account up so that way it's passed on to the next generation and the next generation, because your goal is ultimately to include it in your will and or trust. Please don't let that go over your head. Please don't sit here and be like, oh my gosh, she said trust. That costs too much money. Don't talk yourself out of it. Remember, y'all, we want to practice habits. Thank you so very much for the roses, Tar Heel. I appreciate you. We want to practice habits that are going to prepare us to walk into being 7-figure investors, 8-figure investors. Okay, that means we have assets that are worth over $1 million. We have assets that's worth over $10 million. Got it? If we want to attract that, if we want to have that in the future for the generations that's following us, We need to create the habits today. So that means don't talk yourself out of building or creating a trust because you think it costs too much money. You need to know how much it costs for what you're doing, because depending on what you're doing, it may be less money. Because if you're not planning on building a foundation and all these other things, you're talking about, oh, I heard it costs $50,000. Dog, you're not doing the stuff that they're doing. You don't have the assets that they have. So no, it's not going to cost you $50,000. I need you to stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Okay? If the millionaires or billionaires are doing this, why can't you? Right. You can do it. So please don't talk yourself out of it before you even get started. Okay? So that is the ultimate goal for all of us, I would hope. Okay? I believe that's the goal. If you're investing in this, especially for the long term, the goal is to include your assets into your will and your trust. All right? So, cold wallets for me, I equate that again to like a savings account, your stock brokerage, things that you know you're not touching this every single day. You're building this up for future generations. It's not for you to spend. Welcome Fashion Empire, right? It's not for you to spend, Anthony. It's not for you to spend, Oral Sinclair. Everybody got it. Thumbs up emoji if y'all got it in the chat. Welcome V. Thumbs up emoji if you got it in the chat. YT. Let's go. Thumbs up emoji if you got it. Cold wallet is not on the network. We are not buying it from any third-party sources. We're only buying it from the manufacturer. We're writing down our seed phrases. We already know that because we talked about that with the hot wallet. It's like our savings account. Okay? It's like our stock brokerages. We're passing this on to future generations. So the plan is to put it, include it in our will and our trust. That is the plan. A cold wallet can be considered as a vault. Absolutely. Okay? It's a safety deposit box. Whatever you want to equate it to, whatever works for you, just as long as you know the point of the cold wallet is not for you to access it every single day. That's what we use that hot wallet for. We buy stuff with the hot wallet. We give from the hot wallet. We don't give from our cold wallet, y'all. Welcome, Anthony. Welcome, Aaron. Welcome, Slim. Okay, thank you for the follow, Anthony. All right, we don't give from our cold wallet. Do y'all hear me? Hear me clearly. We don't give from our cold wallet. And let me say this too, because there was a young lady that came on here, and I'm so glad. Thank you. I wish I remember her name, but she came on here. She has a Phantom wallet, and she let us know we was talking about ways that we can multiply our crypto. Okay. I gave the disclaimer. So again, this is not financial advice, but there are things called staking. There are things called airdrops. I'm not going to get into it right now because that's not the topic for tonight. I'm bringing this up for a reason though. So we were talking about airdrops and stuff. And the young lady was like, yeah, I was waiting on an airdrop to come in. And I told them, I said, hey, be careful with these links that populate in your cold wallets and stuff. I was like, because that can be a phishing attack and they can take your crypto. Because I was told about it some weeks prior, right? And I was like, I never had anybody have that happen. And the person came in alive and told us, yeah, that happened to me. This young lady confirmed it and said, yeah, it happened to me with my Phantom wallet. She said, I thought it was the airdrop. I clicked the link and they took over $3,000 worth of crypto out of my Phantom wallet. So I'm letting everyone know here, because that young lady is not here to tell us that. I'm letting y'all know that as well. Please, y'all, do not click any random links in your wallets. Don't click any random links in your email, especially your emails that have your money information. Don't click any random links in your text messages. Don't click any random links or answer questions, random DMs talking about crypto. Y'all, please, it's about to be 2026. We are old enough to know that there are a lot of people who are just takers, and they are looking for ways to take with minimal work. Okay. And if that means, let me just send this DM and see if they're going to file for it. That a DM take 1 second to send. And if you file for the okie doke, they like, shoot, easy money. Please, y'all. Say if it's not familiar to you, don't touch it. Absolutely, Tar Heel. I'm saying please because I really don't want y'all losing y'all money. And then you're sitting here saying the crypto market sucks and it's a scam. It's not. It's people that take in every market. Okay? Welcome, Howard. There are people that take in every market. There are scammers in every market, y'all. So please don't attach that idea just to crypto. It's not just crypto. There are people who take in every single market. Unfortunately, though, for us in crypto, it's a bit more front street because we don't have the security blankets that these other markets have. But that's the reason why it was created, because the other ones are overly regulated. Okay? So move with caution, be wise, all right? Level up your security like we talked about earlier. Don't click any links that don't make sense and you're not aware of what it is. Don't click it. Don't answer any phone calls where people are claiming they're calling you from Coinbase. Coinbase is not about to call you, dog. Coinbase is not calling you. And on the iPhone, if it says potential spam, you shouldn't be answering it anyway. If it's important, trust me, they'll leave a voicemail. Okay? If it's legit and they really need you, trust me, they'll leave a voicemail. But Coinbase ain't about to be calling you talking about somebody tried to get into your account and we need to verify your account. They're not about to do that. Okay? Regulation is coming, but it's not here today. So protect yourself, question everything. Absolutely. Okay? So there's that. So we went over hot wallet. We went over cold wallet. Anthony said, Bible says, my people who were enslaved in the country for 400 years will leave a great wealth. SRP. I knew somebody from SRP was going to come in here. Welcome, Anthony. SRP Army has officially entered the chat. I love it. Okay. So say, can I ask, I'm new to crypto. How long does it take to see price action once ETF approved? Is that what you asked? Is that what you were asking? Once ETFs are approved, it said watch out for voicemails as well. If in doubt, call Coinbase yourself. Absolutely. Y'all, at the end of, like we said, they are becoming very creative out here with everything. Say XRP Maxis. Yo, listen. Samir said you can barely get in touch with them. He's talking about Coinbase. Yeah, hey, look, like I said last week, one of the things that we want to look for when we are investing with a crypto exchange is their customer service. Okay. We should feel at ease. We should feel comfortable before we invest our hard-earned money into any platform. Okay. So if you feel like, hey, listen, they suck, their customer service suck, they, their fees are too high or anything else. If there are multiple strikes for you, go try another one. There are over 1,400 crypto exchanges out here, y'all. I got it. Coinbase is a widely known one. I got it. Binance US is a widely known one, y'all. But there are over 1,400 crypto exchanges out there, y'all. Please don't get stuck on just because I hear about this one or that one. Okay? You say XRP to the moon. Yeah, so yeah. So I would talk about that, Mahi, but I want to make sure we're staying on the topic, right? When it comes to ETFs and everything, because we already covered that, but I will be going over that again, just not today. All right. So yeah. They said, hey. Yeah, there you go. So cool. So now I just want to ask y'all a question, okay? Since everybody is here, and I appreciate y'all for engaging. Thank y'all so very much. Welcome, Cassandra. Welcome, Why Wait? I see you. Welcome. Okay. If it's too easy, y'all, okay? If it's too easy to move your money, typically people are going to move it when they are emotional. Am I right or wrong? It said legacy established. That's right. Welcome, Dancing in Quicksand. I see you. Okay. If it's easy to move your money, would you say that people will move it when they are higher in emotions, right?
I need small eyes to read this.
Yeah. But that right. He said facts. Okay. Welcome, Joe. Dog, it just went away. Welcome, TY. Now, if it's hard though, if it's too hard, do you agree that people are gonna avoid using it completely? I wouldn't say completely. They're less likely to use it. They're less likely to move it. Welcome, Webby. Would you say that if it's too hard, right? Would you say that people are less likely to move it? She said yes. She's 5, y'all. She said yes.
I would say yes.
I would say yes. Right. Yes, money is moved when the emotion is at its highest, but that's when mistakes are made. Come on, Tar Heel. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Look, they said you're right. Right. So this is why I'm suggesting, because again, God made welcome. This is what you say. Hey, right. You say, hey, young investor.
Hey, I'm not that young.
You are that young.
I'm not.
But yeah, so this is the reason why we want to have these conversations, y'all. Okay, we want to have these conversations so that way we're not moving based off of emotion. We're not in a rush. We're not frustrated. We're not overwhelmed. We can take our time and make a rational decision, one that we won't regret. If the market moves in a way that's not in our favor, then guess what? We're going to just say to ourselves, hey, that's just the way the market's moving. Yeah. It's not anything we did wrong, because we took our time. We did our due diligence. We did our research. We were, what you going to say? What you going to say? Go ahead and tell them. What were you going to say? Yeah.
Here's why you need to not be frustrated.
Yes, you don't want to be frustrated, right? And Merla Pearl said risk management. That's what we're talking about, y'all. At the end of the day, we want to be smart when we're moving our money. So in order for us to be smart investors, intelligent investors, there's things that we need to do. And we're going to take personal responsibility for those things. We're going to execute in excellence, not in emotion.
We need to do it.
That's right. We need to do it. Said not your wallet, not your tokens of money, right? Spend what you won't miss. Merla Pearl. Let's go ahead and just put that up there. Spend what you won't miss. You should not be putting money into a market where you're going to feel like, oh man, I'm going to need that $1,000 tomorrow, because what's going to happen? Anybody can y'all tell me in the chat, YT or TT, can y'all tell me in the chat, what happens if a person put money into a market that they know they need? What are they most likely to do? Yeah. Type it in the chat for me. What are they most likely to do?
What are they most likely to do?
What are they most likely to do?
Type it in the chat. You better.
Right. Kamir said, go get it. Go get it back out. Right.
That's so
They're
correct.
most likely to pull it. And then, y'all, if they pull it early, then guess what? Lose it in panic sale. Right. And if they pull it early, then what's likely to happen? Especially as an investor, you get taxed more. So now you got to pay more money.
That makes no sense.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Welcome, Miriam. That makes no sense.
It does not make any sense.
It does not make any sense. So this is why we want to have these conversations. Do it safe. No judgment.
I'll tell you how it's like nothing. Nothing.
He said, I need that baby as my broker.
I can come to you because I don't know where you live.
Yeah, you don't know where they live, but that's okay. People don't understand unrealized losses versus a real loss. Right. And so let me pin that, please. Let me pin that, bro Curtis. I appreciate you. And this is the thing, y'all. This is why I want to talk about taxes. I'm not a tax strategist. I don't do taxes. I don't, charge people to teach me to file taxes. I don't do any of that, y'all. Again, I'm an investor just like everybody else. I'm a student just like everybody else. So I have learned some things the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Especially as an investor in this market. But that's the reason why I want to share those things as well. Okay. So with that being said, you know they can see you right here. Why are you doing that? Stop. That's right. We teaching right here. Anthony said XRP, XLM. Yep. Okay. Make sure y'all research. Anytime anyone types any type of cryptocurrencies in the chat, if y'all don't know, we talked about this a week or a week and a half ago. There are 4 things that we look for in a crypto project that tells us we got a good project. Okay. Y'all, please make sure that you're doing that. We want to look for the use. Number 1, what problem does it solve? Okay. Welcome, Meatball. Thank you so very much for the follow. Right. Number 1, what problem does it solve? It needs to solve a problem, y'all. We're not investing just to invest. Okay. So what problem does it solve? Number 2, do they have a community that's supporting them, like loyal, dedicated? That's why I always shout out XRP people, because in my mind, from what I see, XRP has the most dedicated, the most loyal community of all the cryptocurrencies out there. Hands down. You cannot talk about crypto without somebody or a gang of XRP army coming in your chat talking about what about XRP. Okay, so community is huge, right? Okay, Ladybug. And then Cardano is not looking good. I know, man. Anyway, so we're not gonna talk about them right now. But and then the other thing, y'all, is the development. Is it constantly being updated? Okay, we need to see that it is constantly being updated. They need to be improving it. Okay,
we
right?
don't know if it is.
It needs to constantly be updated. All right. And then the last thing, y'all, this is not in the order, right? But the last thing, y'all, we need to make sure is that it has longevity. If that crypto project was not around, let's say during the last bear market 2022 to 2023, and it was not able to rebound, you may not have a solid project. Because it needs to have all 4 of those things, y'all. If it don't have all 4, then it's not a good project. I'm not telling you this to make you mad or to say, no, I'm just saying data tells us it needs to have those 4 things. It needs to have longevity. It needs to have a very solid community. It needs to have the constant development and updates. It does.
Give it to him, Mom.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
My co-host here is hyping me up. Hype me up, then. Hype me up, girl. I'm just playing. Because she's gonna go. Okay.
I'm gonna make you even higher.
I done lost my spot. Okay, I need you to calm down. See, calm down. Okay.
And let me read my news.
So yeah, what was I at? God dog. Welcome, Elwood. Thank you so very much for liking the live.
You're a hot dog.
hot diggity dog. Okay, see? Anyway, it needs to have those 4 things that I shared with y'all, okay? If it don't have those 4 things, y'all, at a bare minimum, it has to match those 4 things. If it don't have that, y'all, you don't have a good project. Okay? Yep. Thank you. Yeah. Say she's gonna be the next generation's blockchain genius.
You agree that you're gonna be a hot dog.
Yes, that was it. Okay, no, baby. I'm responding to everybody in the chat. So yes, so those 4 things, y'all: longevity, community, development, and then of course use. It has to solve a problem. If it meets those 4 things, you have a good project. If it does not meet those 4 things, y'all, you need to look for something else. Okay, you need to look for something else. All right, please don't let what these folks is out here saying on these different crypto podcasts and these different X spaces and all this. Everybody know everything and they geniuses and they the crypto experts and stuff. Let me tell y'all something. This crypto market is still new and it's moving fast. Nobody's an expert.
Yes.
And if they say they're an expert, they're lying.
Yes. And
okay. Now they may know more than the next person. Okay, but that still doesn't make them an expert.
Yes.
Unless they are part of the Satoshi gang now, okay? Now, you created it from the jump. You're the first one in the room, first one in the building. You created this thing. You started this thing. Then, yeah, I say you're an expert. Outside of that, okay? Okay, there we go. So yeah, so yes, and we have talked about reading the white paper, and I told y'all where I go to look for that if you don't know what the website is for that crypto project. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. Cool. All right. So the last things, y'all, and then we're gonna. Hey, I need you to stop that. Stop that with your shirt. Okay.
This is my dad's shirt,
yes.
by the way.
That's right. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna give y'all just a couple of things. Thank y'all so very much for liking the live. I appreciate you. I think they like you, Laura, more than they like me, because the likes are coming through when you came in the room. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it is. Thank you, Samir, for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah.
That whole.
Okay. Aaron said I checked with an attorney. It was 7,000. Again, and this is what I want to say for people when we talk about setting up trust. Okay, what you are using a trust for may not be what Samir is using a trust for, or the type of trust, the state that you're getting a trust in, the assets. All of this stuff plays a part in the cost. So please, y'all, I got it. Aaron said for her and what she's doing in the state she's in is $7,000. That does not mean that it's going to be $7,000 for you. Okay? That does not mean it will be $7,000 for you. It may be less, it may be more. Please go research for yourself.
Yes.
Okay? I appreciate that. But please go research for yourself.
Do it for yourself.
Okay? Welcome, Christina. Y'all right. Okay. Let's run it. Okay. So I've heard of some people that, have panicked because they didn't know where their crypto was. Right. And not because it was gone. Right. Not because I know she's not playing. She is very serious right now. Welcome, Silverback. Okay. But anyway, so SRPZ said the trust is not for everyone. Just saying. Again, I'm not going to tell people that. SRPZ, I appreciate the comment. I'm not going to tell everybody that. What I'm going to tell everybody is do your own research. Okay? Please do your own research, because what one person is doing is not what the next person is doing. Okay? Some of us have really big goals for generations after us, and the trust is the way to go to protect the generations coming after us. Okay? Now, if you're a person that's saying, hey, I'm not looking out for generations after me, this is not my goal, this is the way I'm doing X, Y, and Z, you don't have this, whatever, okay, that's for you. All right? But what I would never tell anyone is don't research those trusts. I would say research it and then figure out what is for you and what's not for you. But do it for yourself. Not because somebody said that it costs this much money or it's not for people. Okay? All right? There's a cost and management associated. I'm well aware there's cost and management associated with investing in the stock market, but we still do it, correct?
Correct.
Right? We still do it. We get taxed on our stocks that we hold, correct? Okay? We get taxed every which way. From the time we born until the time we die with these death taxes, correct? But we still get up every single day. We go to work. We build our business. We still spend money. We still invest. We still do all those things, even though they're robbing us blind legally. So again, I would not tell anyone not to do something. I would say research it for yourself and see if that is a good route for you to take for what you want to do for your family. Okay?
And you do not know if you want to do something, because do not be like me and because you do not want to not want to do it yourself. You do not want to do that.
Okay, thank you.
You would be like me, and you would be a 5 like me.
So she's saying, don't think like a 5-year-old. Think like an adult. Okay, ma'am.
I hope you know what to do with yourself, because I don't.
Oh man. Okay, Ladybug. Okay. So yeah, this is not investment advice, right? This is not investment advice, okay? Because again, we're all students on here. As far as I know, none of us are financial advisors, licensed financial advisors, okay? Now, if you are a licensed financial advisor, then please chime in and say, I am, so I can give financial advice. Then by all means, okay? I am going to verify though, because what I don't do is I'm just going to trust somebody's word for anything. We're not doing that, okay? Trust but verify. All right? So in this, okay, hey, okay. So in this chat, y'all, when we are putting information out, y'all, we're going to put information out according to us, what we're doing, but we're not telling anyone what to do, okay? Because legally, we're not in a position to do that.
It's only if you're a financial
advisor. That is right, okay? All right. So with that being said, where was I at? Go to my notes. Oh my goodness. So I was saying, I was giving you, yes, she is. She is. Thank you so very much, Bro Curtis. Bro Curtis said she is very intelligent, talking about you.
That is true. You need to keep saying that. That is true.
Don't make her head bigger than it is right now.
Excuse?
Okay, each of stuff. Thank you so very much for the rose, Jessica. I appreciate you.
Jessica.
Yes, Jessica. Aaron said, I searched a lot of attorneys in Mississippi and I only found one that deal with trust and crypto. Okay, yeah. I mean, like I said, what works for you, where you are, what you're doing, that's for you. Okay. If you want to move forward, if you say no, you don't want to, that's totally your prerogative.
That's fine.
That's not gonna make or break anyone else in this chat. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing is that you are doing the research. So I love that for you. For real. Aaron, I love that for you.
If you're not ready, you don't have to.
That's right. If you're not ready, you don't have to. Thank you, Anthony, for the comment. I take pride in my eyebrows. Okay. So, like I was saying, he said that proves what she said earlier. There are no real experts right now unless you are Satoshi. Hello. And, you know, that's my opinion though. Okay. From what I hear and from what I see. All right.
Find out who eyebrows.
Okay. So yeah. So like I was saying, y'all, because I got to get back on track. Okay. So like I was saying, I've heard how people have panicked and whatnot, you know, when they felt like they didn't know where the crypto was or whatever. But that's because they didn't understand how wallets are used, right? They didn't understand the whole idea of private keys and storing them, protecting them. If you have a hot wallet, setting up a password, don't forget your password, don't lose your password, things of that nature, okay? So with that being said, what I'm going to ask everyone to do is before you get a hot or a cold wallet, please, y'all, research, okay? Please research. And on these hot wallets, play around with the platforms, like I said earlier, for the people who are just joining. Play around on these platforms. See which one is easy for you, okay? See which one works, like it's not frustrating or overwhelming or complicated, right? Go and see which ones are easy for you. Go ahead and go in there with Daddy, please. Okay. Thank you. You've been a great co-host. I appreciate you. Okay. Say until they start colleges that teach crypto, there are no experts, right? Okay. I've even had, y'all, look, at the end, I've even had people they have missed out on earning Bitcoin for completing the task, right? Because they didn't understand wallets. They didn't know how to identify their Bitcoin address, right? And instead of asking for help, they sat there and remained silent and then missed out on the opportunity of getting $50, $100, $200 in Bitcoin. Like, just getting it because I asked you to complete a task and I'm paying you for that task in Bitcoin because you want to invest, you're not ready, but you're like, this is your opportunity to get started with low capital by completing the task, and I'm gonna pay you in Bitcoin. And it's going to your hot or your cold wallet, whichever one. And because they were overwhelmed, because they didn't know and was too scared to ask the question, they didn't get their Bitcoin. Like that's just where we are. So the reason why we're having this conversation is because there are a lot of people out here who want to get involved, but they're nervous, they're scared, they don't understand, and they feel like, especially, and I'm gonna speak for myself, I have seen it, I have witnessed it on this here app, on TT for sure. I have witnessed it and listening on different X spaces. Sometimes y'all folks that have been in crypto longer than me, man, y'all throw crypto jargon out there like nobody's business, and then y'all don't explain stuff, and then you wonder why people like, see, I don't get it, it don't make sense. You don't break stuff down to people to where they understand it. Now, if that applied to you, I'm telling you that for a reason. We need to hear, as people who are new, considered new to this market, those of us that weren't in the market in 2010 and 2015 and stuff, like if we weren't in at that time, we need to still hear certain things broken down, not sit here and just use crypto jargon and then expecting somebody to figure it out. Now we got to whip out a dictionary. We got to pull up ChatGPT every time you have a conversation. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? This is why so many people are afraid of it. Well, this is not the only reason, but this is one of the reasons why so many people are like, I'm just staying away because I don't understand it. Not to mention how volatile it is. That's another thing that chases people away. So you over here using all of this terminology people don't understand, these words, and not breaking it down. And then they seeing that Bitcoin went from $126,000 in October to here it is December, it's at 97,000, and they sitting here like, God dang, that's a lot of money that it done drop. They're not looking at it as opportunity. They're looking at it like, God dang, I would be lost. I know that they ain't making money like they saying they making money. You can't tell me you making money in this market. It don't drop down this long, this far. That's how they thinking, y'all. Right? So this is why, for me personally, this is why I started doing these crypto 101s, because it's beginner friendly. It's free information. You can get to see if you like my vibe, if I'm the right type of teacher for you. Right? If the stuff is making sense. And then if you're like, no, okay, it's making sense. You know what I'm saying? But Leona, I need my hand held. Then guess what? That's where Leona comes in. And if you're that person that says, I need my hand held, then there's another level. But guess what? A lot of the stuff is free. You pay for convenience because you want your hand held. You want this, where I can hear your voice and not just see what you type in the chat. Does that make sense? Right? You say 401ks and retirement plans rise and fall. You don't take the money out, you ride it out. Right. That's right, Ornisa. Jessica said you've got to be able to stomach the volatility. Don't let your emotions get you wrecked. But that's why community is big. And I got it, y'all. There are a lot of people out here that is taking advantage of folks, but don't sit here and be quiet and suffer in silence and just say, I'm not going to get into something because I don't understand it. Find your tribe. Hey, what's going on, brother? Thank you so very much for the hot meat. I appreciate you. Right? Find your tribe. And whoever speaks to you that helps you to understand it better, ride it out with them. Ask the questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not great at the stock market. I'm still learning today. I started early 2020, just studying Warren Buffett. And then I just started buying stuff because I was studying Warren Buffett portfolio. And I was like, well, my pocket says this. I know his pocket's like this, but my pocket says this. So guess what? Guess what I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? Samir said, I passed on Bitcoin at $48 in 2011. Big mistake. But you know what? It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't your time. It wasn't your time. And the reason I'm saying it wasn't your time, because there are some people who got in very early because they didn't understand it. They lost their wallets, their seed phrases. Truth be told, I know y'all done heard countless stories of people saying they done lost their ledgers, they lost their seed phrase, they don't know where they put it. Back in the day, they used to just give away Bitcoin because they was like, it's worth pennies. And now those people that they was giving that Bitcoin, they sitting back like, shoot, man, I won this in the dice game. I won this playing pool. I won this gambling. Okay? So it wasn't your time. Now is your time. Okay? And that's for everybody. If you are not in yet, the reason you weren't in yet is because it wasn't your time. You probably wouldn't have managed it right. Truth be told. That's how I look at it today. Because I got told I should start trading crypto in 2016, 2017. I ain't understand nothing. And the mentality I had back then, I probably wouldn't have been a good steward of it. Versus 2020, when I got reintroduced to the cryptocurrency market the right way. Right, I own it now. That's right. And you did not understand the possibility of what could happen financially for you. Absolutely. Your time is now. If you're watching this now, whether it's live or the replay for y'all on YT, right? If you're watching it today, that means that right now is the time for you to start studying. We're at the end of the year. So start studying. You don't have to buy anything right now, y'all. Start studying. Get familiar with how the market moves. Get familiar with the crypto exchanges. Before you put money into it, get familiar with their platform. Get familiar with the hot wallets. Research these cold wallets before you buy one. Okay? Do all of that before you put your money behind something. And I always say this, y'all. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not giving anybody financial advice, but something that I wish I would have been told first before the security was to set a budget. And stick to my budget as far as investing goes. According to what I have coming in and going out, this is how much I'm putting into this market. I'm comfortable with this risk. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you're like, hey, look, I have, after all of my monthly investments, my monthly expenses, whichever term you want to use, right? Once all of those are done, this is just an example for anybody, okay? Let's just say, oh yeah, I want to, I have a good $500 left over that I have not invested nor saved yet. Okay. Now, if you are a low tolerance to risk type of person, so you have a low risk tolerance, out of that $500 for my low risk tolerance people, how much of that for you as a low risk tolerance person would you be comfortable putting into a crypto market? If you're not low risk tolerance, please don't answer. I'm coming to you that's medium and aggressive. If you consider yourself low risk tolerance, meaning, hey, I ain't losing damn dollar, damn dime, like you are more of a person that I want to put my money into like high yield savings accounts, treasury bills, things that for the most part is insured and you're going to get your money back. Okay, so $100 out of that $500, $50 out of that $100, out of that $500. See what I'm saying? Now, for my people who said that, and that you have a low risk tolerance, right? You do that every single month. Don't look at what the market is doing. If it's up, it's down, it's sideways. Who cares? Every single month, I'm putting that $50 out of that $500 into the crypto market. I'm comfortable. If I were to lose that $50 this month, I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable with losing that $100. I'm fine. It's not going to make or break me. I'm not about to sit here, oh, Elizabeth, I'm coming to see you, honey. You're not going to be that person. You're the person that says, hey, I'm cool with this. I'm not going to miss it. It's not going to cause my lights to get cut off. I'm not going to be walking around here on foot. Again, y'all, this is for my people who said, I'm low risk tolerance. That number is for you. You determine that number, not Leona, not the financial advisor. Truth be told, you are the one that's going to make the investment. They can give you advice all day, but it's on you. So if you're not comfortable with that number, if they tell you, say 10% is a good rule of thumb, okay, but everybody's not comfortable with 10%. Everybody not comfortable with 10%. Because 10, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, think about it. If somebody loses $50, they may sit here and be like, that's too much money. Right? So again, the number needs to be comfortable for you, not what someone else says. Okay? The number needs to be comfortable for you. All right? So for my people who are like me, that's moderate. We're using that same example. Welcome back, Tar Heel. Say $12.50 a week. Okay, cool. If for you, if that helps you to stick to your consistent investment every month, run it. What works for you is what's going to work for you, not what somebody else say. Truth be told. Okay? So remember, in crypto, you don't lose until you cash out in a loss. That's right. Okay? So now, here we go. So now for my people who consider themselves a moderate risk taker, I consider myself moderate. I'm more moderate than aggressive. Okay? I'm going to tell y'all what I see as the difference between moderate and aggressive. There are certain people that I look at, they're aggressive. Michael Saylor. Anybody know who Michael Saylor is? Michael Saylor, I see him as aggressive. My dude walks funny. Thank you for the follow and welcome. Say you aggressive stop. I'm not. Actually. I'm not. Because guess what? I don't like to lose money. I don't even go to the casinos, y'all. I'm gonna say I don't go because I want to go to the casino. I don't like to lose money, but I'm cool with losing money if there is a higher probability of more reward for what I'm risking. That's that risk management that was mentioned earlier, right? We looking for risk versus reward. So that's why I'm in that moderate. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that moderate. Say my daughter is very smart and I want her to learn the future. Listen, this is the perfect time for our kids to be learning this stuff. Because our parents didn't know this. Our parents didn't know this. And I'm not even talking about crypto. I'm talking about investing in general. Right? Like how many of y'all, your parents, before you graduated high school, your parents had you a brokerage set up with money in that account, had you a credit card with that made sure your credit score was up, right? Before you even graduated high school, you had a savings account already set up. You had a checking account. You had a Roth IRA. Like, did your parents have that stuff set up for you before you graduated high school? If they did, man, God bless your parents. You had some amazing parents. Now, this is not to say your parents are not amazing. They just didn't know. They just didn't know. I wish they did, but they did not. They didn't know. But guess what? You know now. And if your kids are grown, guess what? You can raise your kids' awareness. But guess what you could do? Hey, listen, I didn't know for you growing up. But guess what? I'm about to teach my grandbabies. I'm about to make sure my grandbabies have their Roth IRA set up, especially if you're an entrepreneur in here. I don't know what y'all doing, but something I learned, okay? Okay, this is what I learned, because again, this ain't financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, but something I learned is you can set up the Roth IRA for your kids, and you can hire them if you're an entrepreneur. If you got a side hustle and you're tracking it legally, okay? Then you can hire your kids and give them age appropriate tasks and pay them and put the money in their Roth IRA. I didn't know that before having a kid. I didn't learn that until after having her, and I had already been an entrepreneur for 2 years. Thank you so very much for the love you one. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Willie. Right? I didn't know that until 2 years in business for myself. But guess what she has now? All her stuff is set up. She has her own brokerage. It's in my name right now, but she has a custodial account. Her what's it called? The college fund one. It's escaping me right now. Y'all know in the chat. Go ahead, type it. What's it called? It's for college savings account, whatever it's called. I got it with Fidelity. Okay, she got that. She has 529. Thank you. 529. I don't know why I said 4. I was all kinds of wrong. Thank you. 529 college savings plan, right? So she has that. So she got her own brokerage. She has, custodial account. The college savings plan. She has her own crypto ledger, right? Like, I appreciate you. And listen, we all students here, so I appreciate that. Okay, right? So this is, I'm doing what I didn't know because my parents didn't have access to it. They had the money for it anyway, but still, they had access to the information. So guess what? Now I'm like, hey, look, we're not going back to the projects. Everybody after me, it's only forward. Nobody's going back to the projects. You would choose to go back to the projects because of your own decisions, but you ain't going to do it on my dime. Okay? Yes, that's what we're setting up for her when she turns 6. We was just talking about that. Her birthday is next month. Yep. That's the one that has the like the debit card or something. Because my husband was saying it was green something. Is that the one you're talking about, Samir? Right, Aaron. Exactly. Welcome, Libra Mom. Right? So at the end of the day, I know we've been talking about crypto and stuff, but y'all, like, this crypto is just one way for us to set our families up for success. It's not the only way. It's one way to set our families up for success. Welcome, Michelle. Okay? So what all of this conversation was about tonight, okay? All of this conversation was just to help us raise awareness. Oh, we got life insurance for her already. I did that. Whole life insurance. Every child in my family that comes from me and my husband will have or already has life insurance, whole life insurance. That's a requirement. And as we set up our trust next year that we're working on right now, as we set up our trust, yeah, that's a requirement. You cannot be born into this family with this name, okay, or with this blood flowing through your veins without having without creating and maintaining whole life insurance. You won't have access to the trust. There's other rules and stuff that I already got them wrote down. There's a whole laundry list of stuff. So I got questions, child. Right? So, but yeah, so that's a requirement for every child born into our family after me and my husband. You know? So yeah. So with that being said, the whole point of this conversation, y'all, in general, was just to kind of help us to see There's no need to rush. I got it. The world, the society today is like, go, 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 go. Everybody got to move fast and all this stuff. And it's hurry up. And we listen, those of us that grew up before the 2000s, we already know life was a bit more simpler when we didn't have access to all of this stuff, when everything was not in our hands. Life was simpler. And it prompted you to take your time and make sound decisions. People are making more emotionally charged decisions now because everything's so fast paced. You don't have to fall into that trap. You can take your time. Okay. JXCVY, because I don't know how you're supposed to say that, says, how do you make money with crypto? I thought it was too risky. Crypto is a very high risk investment. That's why people tell you to make sure you do your due diligence. But the stock market is risky as well. The stock market has crashed. Real estate is risky as well. The real estate market has crashed. Y'all, all of these markets are risky. When you are investing your money, there's no guarantee that you're going to get your money back. And if anyone tells you there's a guarantee that you're going to get your money back investing in the stock market, real estate market, cryptocurrency, anything, y'all, they're not telling you the truth. There's a risk waking up and open your eyes and get out your bed. There is a risk associated with that. You're not guaranteed to get out of your house. You're not guaranteed to get back to your house. Okay? There's a risk with everything. What we do, though, is we weigh the risk, compare it to the reward, and then we make a decision. Are we comfortable with that risk to get that reward? That's what we do every single day with every single investment, y'all. Doesn't matter the market. All of them are risky. Right. Wade said it's risky. Start small like any other market. Okay? Do your own research as always. And if you have a financial advisor, I would definitely say talk to your financial advisor. Run some stuff by them. Hey, look, I've been researching this particular crypto project. This is what I found. This is where I want to do. This is where I want to be in the next 5 to 10 years. What do you think about this plan that I have? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a financial advisor, y'all put it in ChatGPT, shoot. Put all the data in ChatGPT if you're comfortable with that. If you're like, I don't trust that AI stuff, well, dog, write your stuff down and then make a conscious decision based off of the research that you do personally, and then just make the decision. Like, there are so many ways for you to make money legally. It's not an excuse for us. The thing is, we just have to figure out where we are right now, be honest with ourselves with where we are right now and where we want to be. And then we can work through the stuff in between. Okay? Right? Ed Brown said, learn what your risk appetite is. And as a general idea, don't invest what you can't lose. That's right. Okay? So let me finish this up because I have been on here for 2 hours, y'all. And I don't know what's up with my board. I guess I'm going to have to do some research or whatever, like to figure out why it's not showing up. Okay. I'm not liking that. That's not making sense to me. Like, cause I can't have it up here because I have goals every time I go live. Like, one of the goals is to hit 250 likes. I mean, not 250 likes, 250 shares. We have not done that on any of these lives in the past week since my board has been down. Okay. And I always ask, can you share? Can you share? Can you share? Whatever. I mean, I feel like I'm giving out valuable information. Do y'all agree that I'm giving out valuable information? Do y'all agree that I'm giving out valuable information? Yes or no? If you feel like no, you're not, then let me know by all means. Thank you so very much for sharing the live. I appreciate you, Marzo. Right? Yes, yes. So if you feel like I'm giving out valuable information, then just share, or at the bare minimum, repost. If you're like, hey, I'm not comfortable with, with that yet, because I'm just now following you. I just now got on here. I'm not even following you yet. Then you can repost. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow, Ed Brown. Absolutely. Hey, look, he said, hey, Laura.
I have a green tongue. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
you've been eating popsicles. She got her tonsils removed on Friday. So, she's not 100% able to eat like the solid, well, not solid, but like hard food yet. So she's getting there. You know what I'm saying? So she's been eating soft foods and popsicles
and
ice cream and stuff. They said feel better.
Thank you. You're the best.
Oh. She said you're the best. But yeah. So
thank you for saying feel better soon. I will.
Yeah, he said twins. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That's kind of true. We do look alike.
We do look alike.
And me and my cousin.
Yeah.
We look so alike.
Yeah.
That's why we're cousins. At least I think. I don't know.
Welcome, Cool Chris. So yeah, so what I ask is y'all, thank y'all so very much for the comments. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to laugh at that. I just saw Anthony comment. That's not nice. But yeah, he's gonna be eating some soft food for a while. I saw that picture, I was like, God, hey. Woo, that look painful. Jesus. But no, so until I'm able to figure out what's going on with the board or whatever, what I'm gonna ask, welcome Lourdes, what I'm gonna ask is everybody that comes on, thank you. Everybody that comes on Dubai Crack, that is a what? That name, bruh.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness, that name. Okay. I know, right? He is lucky because it could have been much worse. But yeah, so what I'm gonna ask y'all until I can get the board on here like updated and start back showing up and everything, I'm gonna be asking y'all if y'all are feeling like this is valuable information, share, man. Like, don't be look, I don't lost some money and I don't gain some money, thank God, but I don't paid some money to learn the stuff that I know now. Welcome to Griff, welcome Veronica. And I'm giving it to y'all for free. So, in being good stewards of free information that you find valuable, we share that because you're getting it for free. Don't hoard it from other people. You know what I'm saying? Or at the very least, repost like Go DJ Unstoppable did. Thank you so very much. Okay? That's the expectation every single time we come on here and go live, y'all. We don't hoard information. We're not gatekeepers here. I'm not the person that you can't correct me because sometimes I'll be thinking something and I'll say something different. I need somebody to say, Leona, did you really mean that? Oh, no, I did not mean that. Thank you so very much for checking me because I don't know why the heck I said that, child. So I appreciate you. I'm going to speak for myself. I need those type of people around me. Okay? So if you find this valuable, anytime you get on here live with me, I would really appreciate it if you shared. That is free. You're getting free information. And then I'm expecting that as you get free information that you're finding valuable and helpful, you do the same thing, you pay it forward. Okay? And also, you teach your family. Okay? Not just share on social media, you teach your family. We refer to that as keeping each other honest. That's right. I appreciate that. Share with my aunt who is a financial advisor but wants to get into crypto. That's awesome. That is really good, Ernest. I appreciate that. Yes, and you know you are the best. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Okay. So I'm going to do this last part. Okay. And then if y'all have anything else to add before we wrap, then by all means chime in. He said they don't want to be taught. Well, listen, if you got people that don't want to be taught, at least you can say, hey, I shared it with you. If you watch it, great. If you don't, I did my part because that's what I do. I get on here Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure. Okay. Mondays is going to be a little, I don't know, because it ain't been working out that well, you know, going live on Mondays, but we'll see. I'm going to keep it up, but I might end up yanking that off the table so that way I can spend more time with my family. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, y'all, I'm on here live, and whoever wants the information, they come in the room. If you tuning in from the FYP, you like, you peeking through the window or whatever, trust me, this is a safe space. Come on in. The water's fine. Okay. You won't drown. You won't, be thrown into the deep end. We don't do that over here. Okay. We make sure that you are taught the right way, the safe way, the most comfortable way possible. So that way you can go out here and be successful. At least that's the goal. Welcome, Sammy. Okay. So what I wanted to do was touch on real quick before we get out of here is what can you actually do with crypto? Okay. Thank you so very much, Marzo. I appreciate that. So we got to make sure you get compensated for your time by participating. Thank you. Just share. That's it. Look, have y'all seen me? And I appreciate you. Have y'all seen me say, I need y'all to light up my gift gallery and then look, I got a live going right now, and I need you to do. I don't do that.
That was kind of funny.
That was cringe.
Kind of funny and.
Yeah. Am I lying? Do y'all see that a lot on here? And I respect. If they giving you something of value, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like asking for a donation. But I don't ask y'all for that. I ask y'all for likes. I ask y'all for shares. And I want your engagement because I'm very curious as to why people do what they do. So instead of paying a school to teach me the psychology behind things, especially when it comes to money, guess what? I'm learning from y'all.
Really funny, Mom. Really funny.
I am. I'm taking all of this in and I'm putting it together. And I'm like, ooh, I see why they said that comment. I see why, that makes sense. Oh, yep. I thought like that too. So boom. Thank you so very much. Like, that's it. It was a pleasant experience to get you on my FYP. I'm a fan. Oh, thank you so very much. I appreciate that, Anthony. Thank you. Thank you for the ghost. I appreciate you. Thank you. Just do it again. Yeah, there we go. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. You're awesome gift. Thank you. Okay, so let's get to this, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, because it's almost somebody's ready for Christmas. So
that is me.
Yeah. So I want to make sure that y'all have time to hang out with y'all family and stuff because it's getting close to time. And I want to be able to hang out with mine. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. All right, last thing. Welcome, Tipsy Kate. Y'all in these usernames, man. Y'all be having me rolling. Tipsy Kate. Oh, I love it. Okay. He say you're Samir says you're great. And then Wade said that baby's so smart. Oh, wait.
I'm not a baby.
You're a baby to them. You're only 5.
Do not call me a baby. I'm going to smash it.
You're not going to do anything. Okay, so let's wrap this up, y'all. So what can you actually do? What can you actually do with crypto? Okay. So this is another question that I get very often because again, people are like, it's something digital. I can't hold it. Huh? Oh, they're saying I can't do anything with it. Thank you so very much for the roses, Samira. I appreciate you. They're saying I can't do anything with it. It's digital. Like, how in the world am I supposed to make money from it? Like someone asked earlier, like, how does this work? Well, because this is the question I get, it's because people don't understand how something digital is valuable in any capacity. What they're thinking about is the tangible stuff. Real estate, I could touch it, right? Except for REITs. But you know what I'm saying? Like real estate, as far as the building, the property, the land, you can go touch the grass, right? You can go touch the house. You can go touch the building. If you're in commercial real estate, that's something tangible. You can touch that, right? When it comes to stocks, I mean, at the end of the day, I say that that's digital. The difference though, okay? The difference, the stock market is digital. However, it is attached to typically physical products and then services. Okay. So a person like me, right, that invests in, let's say, Apple. I'm not telling anyone to invest in any company. Okay. I want to make sure that's clear because again, I'm not a financial advisor yet. Right. But I'm using Apple as an example. In the stock market, you buy shares into Apple, right? Can you hold the actual Apple stock? Can you hold that in your hand? Yes or no? The Apple stock, can you hold that in your hand? Yes or no? Type it in the chat for me. Thank y'all for liking the live. I appreciate you. Can you hold the Apple stock in your hand? Yes or no? Wade said no. Aaron said no. Exactly. That's digital, y'all. But this is the difference for people, okay, in talking to them. The difference for them is that, hey, well, I know that I can't hold the stock in my hand, but there's a product that's attached to it, right? There's a company where it's visible to all of us. We see all of this information. We see who the Apple CEO is. We see all of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can see all of that. I get it. But at the end of the day, crypto is digital, and it is a digital currency that is backed by blockchain technology that powers a lot of this stuff that we deal with every single day. Okay? My brother said digital is new age, whether we like it or not. Absolutely.
Uncle D is
No, not my real brother. Not my blood brother. Right? Samir said you have a ledger, register agent. Absolutely. Ed Brown said after she leaves, go check out Blockchain Bullhorn. He's live now. Yes, I was watching him earlier. I got put on to him by oh my gosh. He sent it to me. I think his name is Sean. I met him on live here.
Sean Dewey.
No, I didn't say that. But yeah, I was watching him earlier. I like him. I like the way he teach. So yeah, absolutely, y'all. Check him out because I like the way he teach. Calvin Hill. I don't know if that's his name, but I just watched him live today before I started going live. And I was like, dang, he going live when I'm going live. So, you know, I don't know when he goes live and everything, but yeah, I like the way he teach. He was teaching the charts earlier, and I trade as well. So I was like, okay, trade the same. You know, verbiage is just different. The thing to know, it is a new asset class, something we will probably never see again in our lifetime. That's right. Okay, that is his name, Calvin Hill. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ed Brown. I appreciate you. Gotcha. Okay, so I did just get somebody that followed me from that. I thought it was you know how they be creating accounts and stuff or whatever. And I'm like, oh, here go another one of them. I didn't block it or anything, but I saw it when I was about to go live. Because I was on his live before I came on. But yeah. So yeah, what's it? Blockchain Bullhorn, y'all. I would second that because I like the way he teach. The little bit of time I was able to watch him. Welcome, Don. Thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome, JB Beauty. Okay, so for my people, okay, YT, I ain't forgot about y'all. Okay, so he got 1,000 impersonators. See, that's what I'm saying. I have to be like, oh no. I just started cleaning up my list. What was that? Yesterday. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, like these people that's following me are not real. So let me clear up these people, and then also some people that I followed and some. But anyway, that's not y'all concern. Just be careful out there in these TT streets, okay? So yeah, so for those people though that had the idea, or hey ma'am, that's very loud. Okay, thank you so very much for the heart me, Don. I appreciate you. You're making a lot of noise, ma'am. What are you looking for?
A small piece that goes right here.
Oh, I don't know where you put it. But yeah, so again, for those people who don't understand crypto and don't see the value of it because it's digital, right? Crypto isn't just an investment, right? It is a tool. Everything that we do, honestly, is a tool. Money is a tool. Would you agree or disagree?
I would agree.
Laura said she would agree. Money is a tool. Would you agree or disagree? Welcome, DC Wayne TikTok. Right? Exactly. It's good and bad. It's the technology, right? So it's just a tool, y'all. What we should look at all of this, not should. What Leona is doing, is looking at everything as data. I collect data in the stock market. I collect data with real estate. I collect data as an entrepreneur. I collect data in the crypto market. I collect data as a trader. I collect data as a wife, as a mom. I'm collecting data. I'm collecting data every day, all day. That's what I do. And I use the data to help me make an informed decision. So that way I have less regrets and more feelings of accomplishment because I took my time to make a decision before I executed on something. Right?
Are you sure?
That's it. Everything we do, y'all, we should be just collecting data. Collect data. You're not going to get everything right. Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Okay? You're not going to get everything right. You're going to make some mistakes as an investor. That's why investing is risky. You're going to make mistakes. No matter how many of us tell y'all the mistakes that we made in this market. Do this, don't do that. All of this stuff, right? You have to, unfortunately, with some of this stuff, you're going to have to bump your head.
I'm not.
You are. You're going to have to bump your head in order for you to say, oh, yeah. Example. My child and I were making hot chocolate. Since she over here talking about some now, I'm about to put you on blast, ma'am. So me and my child were making hot chocolate the other day. And so we were using the same packet. I had less water and I said, hey, only put this amount in mine because, right, you know, you need more because you have more water than I do. So that way yours still tastes like hot chocolate and mine is not overly sweet. You know what I'm saying? She ain't listen to me. She poured the rest of it in mine and then sat here and stirred hers. She's sitting here smiling because she know I'm telling the truth. Then stirred hers like, ooh, that just tastes like hot water. And I said, exactly, ma'am. If you would have just listened to me, you would have gotten the hot chocolate experience instead of hot water. That's a little light brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Sometimes we have to bump our heads. Welcome, Yusuf. Thank you so very much for that, Anthony.
I'm glad.
You know, you said I've lost a ton of money in the market, but I made so much more than I lost. Right. Losses are a part of it. You have to lose in order to win. You're going to have to risk in order to gain. That's the way of the world. That is life.
Not to me.
Because think about it, y'all. If you knew, I'm not going to say that. Hold on. Do we all agree that we take a risk when we wake up in the morning and leave our homes to go to work?
No.
Do we agree that we take a risk when we leave our homes and we get in our cars or get on a bike or get on a bus or whatever and we go to work? Do we agree that we take a risk? Exactly. Now, here's the question though. Do you see a reward on the other end of that risk?
No.
Absolutely, right? I lost more than I gained. I'm in the hole. Come on, go DJ.
Go DJ, go DJ, go DJ, go DJ, go.
Oh my goodness, babe. You be in here tripping, bro. Oh, no, but I got you though. Right? We weigh the risk for the reward because we know we need to be able to provide for ourselves and our families. One of the ways for us to provide for ourselves and our families is to produce some type of value. So sometimes that requires you to leave your home. Now, if you're a person that constantly works from home, okay, cool. Well, I'll say, well, do you go to the grocery store? You take a risk getting groceries. Correct? You leave out of your house. You weigh the risks and the rewards, or you don't even think about it because in your mind, this is something I must do. It's automatic. So we need to train our minds to do the same thing, though, not that, but we need to train our minds to always weigh the risk and the rewards with no matter what we're doing. So that way it's a habit of us weighing the risk and the reward, so we're less emotional when we're making decisions. Say if your fear of loss is greater than your desire for gain, you lose. Yes, that's right. I gotta pin that. If your fear of loss, I see you. She over here dancing to the Jackson 5, blaming on the boogie. If your fear of loss is greater than your desire for gain, you lose. Yes, right. Say what your daughter know about Go DJ? She is, y'all. She listens to 60s and 70s music. She loves Michael Jackson, Jackson 5. She loves Whitney Houston. Welcome, Chris. She loves, yeah, she loved Chris Brown, Bobby Brown. She said that Bobby Brown was singing to her. Everything, boy. This child, I love it though. I love it. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, because we know that, okay, hey, you shaking up everything because you hitting it. Okay. Welcome, Floridian. Welcome. Floridian. Yes. They're from Florida. I would hope they're from Florida with the name Floridian. But yeah, so with that being said, what I wanted to just point out, y'all, is that crypto is not to say it's for everyone, because there are still going to be people that say, hey, it's still too much of a risk for me. That is fine, because you have to know your risk tolerance. That's the reason why we had the whole conversation earlier, identifying if you have a low risk tolerance, if you have a moderate risk tolerance, which is me. Like, I'm comfortable with taking the risk as long as the reward, according to data, has the potential to outweigh the risk. It's not a guarantee, but the data shows me the probability of the reward outweighing the risk is higher than normal. Okay? If you are more of an aggressive person, you're like like I said, Michael Saylor, right? This guy is out there. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, research Michael Saylor. Okay? Cathie Wood is another one. They are aggressive risk takers, right? Because she's made a lot of decisions financially. I'm like, girl, I got it. You are, you have billions of dollars under management and stuff, but I don't understand that decision. She's lost a lot, but she's also made a lot. So again, research. Just read up on at least those two people. If you're like, I don't know if I'm aggressive or not, trust me, you will see if you are aggressive or not. I'm not aggressive, because the decisions that Cathie Wood make, baby, I'm not there. I'm not there. Michael Saylor, I'm not there. I'm not there. Okay? So that's why I know me. I'm moderate, but I have my moments where I can be a bit more aggressive. But for the most part, I know me, I'm moderate. Okay? That's it. So when you do that, now that determines what market you are more likely to invest in and make less mistakes. You're still going to make them, but make less mistakes. So crypto, of course, is available to everybody. And there are so many people out here saying, if you're not buying Bitcoin right now, you wrong. I'm not going to tell anyone that you're wrong, because again, you have to ultimately be comfortable with the decision you make. You have to be comfortable with the decision you make. I can sit here and tell you all day that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I started buying Bitcoin before it was $8,000 as an investor, right? Right before it hit $8,000. I can tell you, yeah, I started investing in Ethereum when it was $644. But guess what? Everyone is not a moderate risk taker. So you go where you are comfortable with that level of risk. Okay? And as you get more familiar with how the market moves, now you may feel more comfortable with investing in the cryptocurrency market. You okay? Okay. You may feel more comfortable with how the cryptocurrency market moves. And then guess what? Bam. Samir said it. Understand risk mitigation. Risk can be managed. You can lower your risk exposure to the cryptocurrency market, even if you are a low risk tolerance type of person. What do I mean by that? You can lower your exposure because you can invest in the the large cap cryptocurrencies, the ones that's been around the longest, the number 1 and the number 2. That's part of it. Okay. So instead of saying, and I know XRP people ain't gonna want to hear that, okay? Don't shoot me. All right. But I'm just saying, Bitcoin has been here since 2009. It is the number 8 global asset. It is only 2 spots away from taking silver. All right. Thank you so very much for joining, Anthony. I appreciate you. Right. Welcome, Lady Queen. So if it's only been around since 2009, it's now number 8 of all global assets. It has withstood all of these market crashes, right? These bear markets where the prices are dropping and dropping and dropping. 90%, 86%, 83%, 77% the last bear market, right? And after those bear markets, it still create new highs. This is why it is suggested that if, as a low risk tolerance type of investor, that you start there because it has the longevity. It has bounced back after every selling market, right? It's the start of the whole freaking market. There would be no XRP if it wasn't a Bitcoin. There would be no Ethereum if it wasn't a Bitcoin. There would be no XLM, Hedera, none of that. No Cardano, Solana, none of that if it was no Bitcoin. So again, for my people who are sitting here like, I don't know what I should invest in, do what you do in the stock market. You do your research, right? You look at the CEO, you look at the history of the company, you look at profit loss, you look at all of this data to tell you if you should invest in that company. Why would you not do the same thing over here? Remember, you can lose $1, 1 penny at a time, 100 times. You can earn a penny unlimited times. Man, Samira, you, hey. You don't have no bio though. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna follow you back though. Go on, honey, take a chance. Those of you that know, you get the reference, okay? Because you've been dropping some stuff, so I'm like, I gotta follow you back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta follow you back, for sure. But yeah, like, so with that being said, my brother got it. There you go, he got it. Not Uncle D, bub, not Uncle D. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah. So with that being said, y'all, everything that we do at this point, we just want to make sure we are leaning more on that data to help us make a decision. Not he said, she said, not the news, not all of that stuff, like, because everything is not leaning in the favor of the retail investor. Okay, truth be told. So the more we study, the more we have these conversations with each other, the more we share the experiences we've had, the things that we know, the things that we've learned as investors in this particular market, because that's what we're talking about tonight is crypto, right? So the more that we learn, the more we can share and help each other to not make the same decisions, to not make the same mistakes. Hey. Diesel, come here. Come here, please. Thank you. It's okay. Sit down. Oh, okay. He dropped it right there. Okay. Good boy. Okay. Y'all see my big boy? Say hey, Diesel. Say hey, Diesel. He turned 9 last month. Yes. Wish up to the Buddha. Yeah, everybody in here, huh? Except my husband. He's in the room. Yes. So yeah. So anyway, let's get back to it. See, I told y'all I'll be. Do you need that? Welcome.
You're supposed to be about to wrap.
You bought Kane a cake. That's what's up. Yes, I am. See, that's why I need to stick to my notes, because if I don't stick to my notes, I keep going. Okay, so thank you so very much for the GOAT. I appreciate you, Go DJ Unstoppable. Thank you so very much.
Guys, just stop getting all these things so she can finish this up.
Yeah, because you ready for me to get off?
Yay!
Welcome to Real Derek J. Welcome, Jerry Stokes. Okay, yes, ma'am. So I'm about to wrap it up. Okay.
Do it already.
So I'm going. All right. So look, last things. Okay. Last things. Thank you. Welcome back, Lady Queen. So last things. Okay. We talked about all the risk and everything like that. I appreciate that. See, that's for you. That chili right there, that's for you because you hot. Hot tamale. Okay. Welcome, Miss Lewis on the go.
For the chili.
Yeah. Okay. I have to finish. So if you keep distracting me, I'm not going to be able to finish.
Well, then I'm just going to make you hang up.
No, you're not. Okay. So let's go. So last thing. Hey, hold up. Don't fall. Okay. So last things. So we can wrap because she's ready for me to go. Okay. I just wanted to name a few things. I thought you were 8. No, they are 9. They turned 9 this year. Yep, they were born in 2016. Yep, I got the videos and stuff. Oh, thank you so very much. I appreciate you, Go DJ Unstoppable. Thank you. Hey, please stop. Please go ahead and have a seat, and then I'm gonna wrap up. Okay? Yeah. See, that's why she's doing that. That's why she's doing that because she's like, get off now.
Yes.
Get off. Hurry up. I'm ready for you to get off.
Get off, Mom.
Okay.
Get off right now.
Welcome. That's your name on here for real? Okay. All right. So let me go, y'all. Let me hurry up. All right. So the last thing I wanted to share with y'all when I know she said it's time to go. So the last thing I wanted to share with y'all was, like I said, what we can do with crypto. So for my people who have experience in this market, before I say anything, I want you guys, or I'm asking you guys to type in the chat, what can you do? Thank you so very much for the heart, me Go DJ Unstoppable. I appreciate you. What can you do with crypto? Type it in the chat for my people who have been in the cryptocurrency market for quite some time. Okay. What do you think you can do with cryptocurrency? Like, you know how with money you can do certain things, right? In the stock market, you can do certain things. So what do you think you can do with cryptocurrency? This is y'all time to shine. Go ahead and let the people who are curious about cryptocurrency or new and don't know what they're doing, new to cryptocurrency, let them know what they can do with the cryptocurrency that they hold. If they are buying and holding Bitcoin, if they are buying and holding Ethereum, if they are buying and holding XRP, what can they do with that? Welcome, Asphalt. Welcome, G Hood Vibes. Welcome. Let them know so you can change your financial dynamics. And so, if so, many ways, if it's done right. Oh, in so many ways. My bad. Yep. And so I can lose my Go DJ, man. Listen, you over here scaring people, bro. You over here scaring people, man. But you can lose your money if you are not wise. Okay, so yes. So you can change your financial situation, right? You can send money, right? Miss Lewis on the grill said earn yield, right? Just like when you put money into a high yield savings account, okay? You earn dividends, right? Same thing in the cryptocurrency market. You can do that as well. There is a risk associated with that though too. So we don't want to give you the good and don't let you know there is an additional risk associated with that. Everything that you can do with cash, well, physical cash, no restrictions, pretty much. Okay, you can buy gift cards, y'all. There are a lot of companies out here that take crypto, okay, that you wouldn't even think of. But yes, they take cryptocurrency, but they take it in a form of gift cards. Okay, you can pass it to your kids. Absolutely, 1000%. Welcome, Vita. Okay, you can pay for services. You can pay for products. You can earn rewards, like she said, right? You can get into non-fungible tokens. I'm not that person. I tried it, and I was just like, that's just not my lane. You got to know your lane. Okay, so NFTs is out there and available to people. Some folks are still, die hard. I tried, and it's just not for me. You got to know it. Okay. You say you can use as an asset for a mortgage. Absolutely. It can be extra income when done correctly. Absolutely. So all of these things, y'all, just pretty much y'all see, you can do everything for the most part that you do with cash, with cryptocurrency. Okay. It's just a digital asset, y'all. Asset as in real estate, asset as in stock market, asset as in physical gold and silver. It is another asset. It's just a digital asset. That's the only difference. Merry Christmas to you, Dagonis. Thank you. I see you. Right? Samira said you can pay taxes. Samir. I don't know why I said Samira, child. Ooh, excuse me. Pay taxes. Some local governments take crypto as a form of currency. Yes. Okay. Thank you so very much for that, Go DJ Unstoppable. That is the goal. Every time you come on here, you should learn something new, even if it's one thing, especially if you have been in this market for a long time. Okay. You should learn something. All right. Thank you so very much. Welcome, Nemo. Welcome, user 774. So that's it. So the question now for my people who came in, if you're still here or you came back, if you are curious about crypto, okay, you haven't put any money into it yet, give me the number 1 in the chat. If you are new to crypto, you put some money in there, but you just don't understand it, give me the number 2 in the chat, because this question is for y'all. Again, the number 1 in the chat, if you are curious, you haven't put any money in it yet, give me the number 1 in the chat. Type the number 1 in the chat. Put the number 2. You okay? Okay. Put the number 2 in the chat if you have put money into the market, but you're like, I still don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like, I'm learning, but I don't know what I'm doing, child. Put the number 2 in the chat. Right. Okay. So I see the number 2. Welcome, Emerson. I see the number 2. I see the number 2. So with what you know today, okay, Marzo said 2 as well. Okay, gotcha. Welcome, Emerson. So with what you have just heard about cryptocurrency, would you actually use this? Like, use it in these capacities? Or would you say, nah, I pass? Would you actually use all the stuff that we said that you can do with cryptocurrency, right? Would you actually use your crypto for any of those things? Welcome, Melvin. Or would you say, nah, I pass? For those that gave the number 1 or the number 2, welcome, Jay. Would you actually use crypto for any of those things that have been named, typed in the chat that I've said? Or would you say, nah, I pass? So right now, I'm just holding to understand a little more. Absolutely. There we go. Okay. Welcome, Terrell. I don't know why I just said it that way. I'm thinking of Terrell, Texas. My bad. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no right or wrong. It's what works for you. Shanda, welcome. Okay. Now, this is it. Okay. Just because you can do something, financial break, welcome. Just because you can do something, especially with crypto, y'all, doesn't mean you should. So Marzo saying, hey, right now I'm just holding to understand a little more. You are definitely right. Because just because this is accessible to you, you can go send some money. You can go buy some gift cards and all this. You can go pay for these things with it. And doesn't mean that you should do it right now, because it all depends on your purpose for investing in this market in the first place. Okay. So again, for the people that missed it and that just joined, just because you can do something, especially with crypto, doesn't mean that you should. Everybody got it? Because curiosity is healthy, but urgency is not. Check out Coinbase One. They are moving the needle. Okay, I got you. Okay. Yes, the clarity would need to pass. That's right. Okay. That's welcome, creator CEO. So that's it. So I'm wrapping this up. I'm about to give y'all a homework assignment. I know Saga City left because he was like, I don't want no homework, Leona. But I always give homework, y'all, because it makes no sense to get information and then you don't apply it. The homework is to help you to apply what you learned tonight. Hopefully you learned tonight. Okay. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, geez, because it's Christmas Eve stuff. But what he said, homework again. Dang. Yes, homework again. We in school, y'all. We students. Okay. So Oh my goodness, Marzo said, I know it's here to stay and I needed to get in on it because government and brokerages. Yes. It's better to have your foot in the door than to sit here and be forced into something that you have no understanding of at all. And now you're trying to wing it. This is the time to just learn. You don't have to put money into anything, y'all. You can just take your time and just learn. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'll be touching on a couple of things on that's coming up, that's coming down the pipeline in 2026 as it pertains to cryptocurrency. For my people who have been in this market either as long as me or far longer than me, it don't matter. If you know something I don't know that's coming down the pipeline in 2026 that is going to invest us retail investors in this market, I'm going to ask that you join this live because I want all of us to chime in so that way we have things to research before 2026 hits, so we can decide if this is something that we want to read into more, to consider investing in, or nah, that's not for me. I pass and I stick to my lane. Okay, whichever route. But we all are coming together and we're sharing that information so nobody's left behind. Okay. That's going to be on Friday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Okay. So I'm going to definitely talk about something called Exodus Pay because I just saw it, because I have Exodus Hot Wallet. I was curious about like, when did this come up? I don't have Exodus all these, and I didn't notice that. So there's a wait list for that. But just because you can do something in crypto does not mean you should. So there's going to be So there's going to be a caveat to that. Well, my husband don't like when people say that. So there's going to be some information provided to help you to decide if that is something you should even get on the wait list for, or if you're saying, nope, that's not where I am as an investor. That's not for me and what I'm doing. Okay, cool. All right. So I'll be back on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Again, for my people who have been in the market for a while, I'm asking that you guys come chime in and share with us some things that you know are coming down the pipeline in 2026 that has the potential to impact us as retail investors. Okay. So I will be doing a panel. Okay. I will be doing a panel. So here's your homework. Let's wrap this up. Seymour Liddy, welcome. I see you. Okay. Homework. Let's wrap this up. Your homework is strictly observational. Okay. You're not taking action, meaning you're not putting money into any account. Okay. I appreciate you. Hopefully I get to see you here, Seymour. Okay. So you're not taking any actual action as far as like putting money into anything, buying any cryptocurrencies. That's not what we're talking about. Okay. We're going to look into those hot wallets that we talked about earlier. Okay. I'm going to rename some of them. If I miss any of them, y'all, type them in the chat. Okay. Hot wallets only right now because the cold wallets require you to purchase. Okay. So we're talking about hot wallets right now because there's some things that I want you to do. Please put your arm down. Okay. Hot wallets only. Okay. So I'm going to name Exodus. Welcome, Jason. Exodus. That's one that I would challenge you, okay, or ask that you research, create an account, okay, and then go, and there's some things that I'm going to ask you to do on that particular hot wallet, okay? Name some more, y'all. Hot wallets, real quick. Hot wallets. Type them in the chat. I know it's a little bit of a lag, but type some hot wallets in the chat. I said Exodus. What's some other ones? Okay, because I want to pin them up here. Thank you, Go DJ Unstoppable. Let me pin it. So Go DJ Unstoppable, put lobster. Okay, hashtag. Remember, y'all, we're doing hot wallets only. These are the apps on your phone or the app on your computer, not cold wallets, because cold wallets require you to purchase it. Okay, yes, sir. There we go. Phantom. Okay, I'm gonna put that up here. Hopefully, y'all got the two that Go DJ Unstoppable said. Okay. I pinned this other one, Phantom. There we go. I got you. Wade said MetaMask. Okay. METMASK. MetaMask. I'm going to go ahead and pin that. All right. So these are the ones that you guys can research. Okay. There's also, Okay, Bifrost, thank you. Gotcha. I'm going to pin that one. Okay, remember, y'all, we're only doing hot wallets because there's something I'm going to ask you all to do. You are not buying anything. Okay, that's why I didn't say cold wallets. We're not buying anything. Okay, I don't want you putting money into anything. This is just us making an observation. We're going to play around and see and take note of some things. Okay, all right. So I'm going to give y'all a few more if y'all want them. Trust wallet, TRUST, Trust wallet. Okay, if y'all are fans of Coinbase, Coinbase has their own wallet as well. Okay, hot wallet, Coinbase wallet. Okay, Coinbase wallet is another one. All right, and then there's a whole bunch of other ones. All right, so y'all can go out here and Google your hearts out. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting that. Thank you, Go DJ Unstoppable. That's sad because I sure enough got the Zyman wallet and I still forget to say it. Oh my gosh, how do you have something, and you still forget to say it? Oh my goodness. And that's XAMAN, y'all. XAMAN for those of y'all on YouTube. Okay. All right. So with all of those that I gave you, okay, here's what I'm asking you to do. You're going to download it, install it either on your lap. As a matter of fact, do it on your laptop because we should all have VPNs. If you don't have a VPN, please get a VPN, okay, to protect yourself. When you are dealing with money, y'all, you want to protect yourself. This is one layer of protection, okay? So I keep my VPN on whether I'm at home, out, wherever. All right, my VPN stays on. You hear me? Okay. Welcome, Great Sherrod. So we're going to install one of them. Okay. Install it, and then you're going to create a password. What I want you to do not buy anything. Do not transfer any of your crypto, y'all. Again, do not buy anything. Do not transfer any of your crypto, y'all. We are just making an observation. We're going to play around, okay? Because we want to do some exploring to see if this is the hot wallet for us. All right? So when you are exploring, you're pressing buttons. You're going to take notice to what feels confusing to you. Welcome 112 EP5, right? You're going to take note of what feels confusing to you. You're going to take note of what feels calming. Like, oh, this is easy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm giving them homework. Okay. Yeah.
Can you start with the homework?
Okay. What feels calming? And then what makes you want to rush? Okay. So just pay attention. That's it. Just pay attention to what feels good, what doesn't, what's frustrating you, what's confusing you, what's irritating you. Pay attention to that. Awareness is always going to come before execution, y'all. That's it. So if you get on that hot wallet and you're like, this is cool, I like it, it's super user friendly, I don't feel any type of way, that may be the hot wallet for you. Because we can all give suggestions all day, but it's you that's going to have to do the executing. Okay? So that's where the research comes in. That's where the exploring comes in. Okay? That's right. Avoid FOMO. Okay? Yeah. Coinbase has had that happen to them numerous times. So I'm not surprised. All right. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate everybody that's come on here, liked, shared, commented, added value, corrected me, you know what I'm saying? Or reminded me of something, you know what I'm saying? Answered questions, all of that. I appreciate it all. Thank y'all so very much. Anybody that has given something, thank you. I appreciate you for the rose. Thank you so very much. You know, the more I teach this, the more I see that people don't necessarily struggle with understanding it, y'all. They struggle with applying what they know. That's it. Thank you so very much, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you so very much for the you're awesome. Appreciate it. Right? They just struggle with applying it, especially when there's a feeling of uncertainty, fear, emotional overload, all of that stuff. Okay? So that's why we're having these conversations. Hopefully you felt safe to have the conversation because that is the goal, right? Thank you so very much. Yes, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central. That's when I'll be here. Okay, yes, indeed, I am. Okay, so y'all continue to do the work, continue to do the things that make you feel good. Okay, yes, continue to do the things that make what you about to say, girl?
Keep those beautiful smiles on your face.
And she said, keep those beautiful smiles on your face.
Now
Okay,
let's go.
yes. All right, and then I'll be back Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific to talk about those things that are on the horizon. So my experienced crypto investors, I am asking that you all show up, okay, to have the conversations to help each other out. All right, she's ready to go. So y'all have a great night and happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And I will be here on Friday.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes. Merry Christmas, y'all. All right. Bye, y'all. Silly goose.